All right. We actually get started here. I meant to post that. Now we're gonna actually get started with the stream. Sorry, I'm restarting that song because that song is actually really nice.
No more heroes, it's Kira the Killer. Catch on nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Said you bought all these games, now you got no time to play them. I feel that, Morty. Hope you guys all doing well. Appreciate you guys waiting through that starting soon screen. Yo, what's up, Solid? What's up? What's up? Is that your first time seeing the intro? Oh man, we got a lot to talk about today. It's a lot been happening. If you've been unless you've been under a rock, I'm pretty sure you guys know about everything going on with Microsoft currently at the moment and why they seem to be speed running, pricing out their own fans. It's been really weird, like really weird, uncharacteristic. Like, have you ever been watching a show that's been going on for entirely too long to the point where characters start doing things that you think are very uncharacteristic? Like they just start doing things you never thought they would have done. That's kind of what it feels like watching all these corporations who mainly only care about money and making money seem to be making all these other decisions that stops them from making money. It's getting out of hand, man. Morty's just talking about how much he hates ads are the bane of his existence. But it seems like Microsoft disagrees because they themselves have just saw fit to start adding ads in their free cloud gaming tier. You said you play for Game Pass for your brother. He's about to get cut off. Understandable. Microsoft had it their way. They probably crashed the site again so you couldn't cancel your membership, or at the very least offer you a slightly lower tier. But it's getting worse. As I said before, they're about to launch a free version of Xbox Cloud Gaming with ads. I fear Microsoft can have my firstborn son if they want. Wait, son, no. Don't do it. I'd rather you give your money to Riot than Microsoft at this point. At least Riot never switched up. They were all about nickel and diming their fan base since day one.
It's unbelievable.
I'd rather it go to Riot than Microsoft at this point. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, the company who does $500 skins and $80 skin packs for their free-to-play games. I'd rather you give your money to them instead of Microsoft. But let's go on to read a little bit about this. We got a few different Microsoft articles to go through because they've done so much in the last 48 hours. I can hardly keep up with it. But again, I hope you guys are all doing well today. I appreciate all y'all coming through. You're still saving hella money? Oh man, love that for you. I guess. One of the rare few. Don't be surprised, Matsume-san, when they hit you with that, Game Pass will now be $60 a month. They've increased the price twice this year so far. The second time being the 50% increase, around 3 or 4 times in the last couple of years as a whole. Not to mention they've been gutting the rewards program. They just took away discounts for the games you buy if you had Game Pass Ultimate. And now we have this. They're literally doing so much new. This just happened. Like, this article popped up the moment I clicked go live. But let me actually read it instead of stalling here. Let you guys know what this is all about. Because this is... Oh my god. No. Yeah, so Microsoft is getting ready to announce an ad-supported version of Xbox Cloud Gaming. Sources familiar with Microsoft's plans tell The Verge that the software maker has started testing ad-supported game streaming internally, allowing employees to play select titles free without a Game Pass subscription. I understand that the free supported version of Xbox Cloud Gaming will include the ability to stream some games you own, as well as eligible free play days titles. which will let players try Xbox games over the weekend, and you'll also be able to stream Xbox retro classic games. Sources tell me that internal testing include around 2 minutes of pre-roll ads. So before you even play the game, you have to watch ads for 2 minutes. Let me know right now, how many of y'all stick around for ads, pre-roll ads on a Twitch stream, let alone pre-roll ads for a game you may or may not like? Before you were to try this, you have to sit through 2 minutes of ads to try a game you may or may not like before it's available to stream for free through Xbox Cloud Gaming. Microsoft is also currently testing a limit of 1 hour for sessions with up to 5 hours free a month. So is that 2 minutes part of the 1 hour you get to test the game? And is 1 hour even enough to test certain games? Because let's say you're playing an RPG like Mass Effect or anything like Baldur's Gate 3 where you're creating a character, you're going through all the races and stuff like that. Some people like myself can spend an hour in the character creator alone. So are you gonna be like, of course you have to speed run and use whatever time you have to try the game, just go straight through since you're testing it anyway. But 1 hour of testing? Steam and everywhere else at least gave you 2, but 5 hours for free a month? And I know there's gonna be some people be like, well, it's free, what's the problem? The problem is they're putting ads in a video game. That's the problem with a lot of these corporations and companies with what they're doing, is they start off in small increments. They start off slowly. They start off where people are like, you know, a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there, maybe a bad policy here, maybe a bad policy there. And then you end up coming to the moment that we have today. There's always going to be somebody who's like, well, it may be expensive for everybody else, but not me. You know, these tiers going, like there was somebody just yesterday who, once they increased the ultimate tier to $30, because they only increased the PC game tier to $16, they said, oh, that's not bad. I'll just stay on the PC gaming tier. Granted, that's even if you remember that they've constantly reworked the different tiers and renamed them and took away certain tiers and took away certain features. Like a lot of the reasons why some people might be buying this one is to get Call of Duty for free this year. And a lot of them don't know that Call of Duty is not going to be on the Game Pass immediately day one. This version of Black Ops 7 that people are excited for. But let me read more of this. Microsoft is also currently testing a limit of 1 hour for sessions up to 5 hours for each month. These limits may well change when the service is officially launched. The ad-supported Xbox Cloud Gaming version will be available on PC, Xbox consoles, handheld devices, and via the web. And they're planning to test free streaming through a public beta test soon before fully launching it in the upcoming months. Now, Microsoft's free streaming test comes in the same week that the company expanded Xbox Cloud Gaming access to its Xbox Game Pass Premium and Essential plans for the first time as part of a revamp to Game Pass and a 50% price hike for Ultimate subscribers. Xbox Cloud Gaming also came out of beta this week. Game Pass Ultimate members can now stream select games with 1440p resolution with up to 30 megabits per second bit rates. And Ultimate subscribers also get up to 20 megabits per second bit rates for any game streamed at 1080p. Premium and Essential subscribers are limited to 1080p resolution and 12 megabits per second bit rate. But an ad-supported version of Xbox Cloud Gaming has been long in the works. Microsoft Gaming CFO Tim Stewart first dropped hints about a free version of Xbox Cloud Gaming nearly 2 years ago. So as random and as out of nowhere as this all seems, Microsoft has clearly been planning all of this for quite some time and is just now dropping it all back to back on us. But Microsoft also made it clear recently that it wants to make Xbox Cloud Gaming more accessible. And I think for us, they went on to say it really opens up the opportunity to make it much more affordable and make it more accessible to players. Keep in mind, this is after the 50% price increase. Whether that's going into new regions and new ways to actually access the Xbox Cloud. Jesus. Even if we wanted to take his words into account, they've increased the prices of Xboxes across the board, increased the prices of memberships across the board, and a day or two before they made it a big price increase and a price hike on the actual memberships, they made it so that if you're someone who grinds out the rewards program, but Microsoft, or like where you use Bing as a search engine and do all these other quests and missions to try and get as many points as possible to continuously buy memberships, they took away the ability to do that. a few days before unveiling that price increase. So they know what they're doing. They know they're screwing you over. They know they're reaching into your wallet, which is insane. Guess I'm just numb to this because every subscription price I can even think of has gone up. That's the problem, Matsume-san. It's like you're right there. Like ding ding ding. That's it. That's the nail on the head. These companies are doing it because they see everybody else doing it, and they know niggas are still gonna buy it.
It's unbelievable.
That's why they feel so confident doing this, because they're gonna know that people are numb, that you're constantly getting so much bad news that once you hear the thing that's like, oh, it's not that bad, it becomes almost a little justifiable. Thank you. You know, we trying. There's quite a few different sounds out here. But this is why they're trying so hard to convince you that you're getting some type of deal out of this, because Disney Plus has gone up, Netflix has gone up, PlayStation Plus has gone up. Everything is getting more and more expensive. And this is why the other day I said it felt like gamers are being priced out of our own hobby. Like we're literally watching our hobby get gentrified right before our eyes. We're slowly but surely, like the average gamer is in their 30s. The average gamer is 35. Like they're coming after people. Well, I would say like us, but I'm not in my 30s yet. But still, like people who are in their 30s or people around my age range going into 30, like that, those are the people they're targeting. The people with money, because everybody's working in a day and age where they can barely afford a house. People are getting priced out of their homes right now. People's car insurance is getting more expensive.
Are you out of your mind?
So Chris, it is crazy they announced this price hike right after you pre-ordered the Xbox Ally X. I'm so sorry for your loss. But like this is crazy, because I literally just woke up this morning and was like, okay, you know, normally when a company starts getting heat, they like to slow down. Oh, I'm sorry, it's looking at my hands, my gestures. The camera didn't know what to do there. But after a company usually starts getting some form of heat, they'll sit back or take a step back and be like, all right, you know, let's push off a little bit. These niggas, Microsoft kept going and did not care. They said, what do you mean the Game Pass subscription site to cancel subscriptions, you know, crashed? You know what we're gonna do? Charge these niggas more money. That is what they wanted to do. That is the idea they came up with. So when you have all these increasing prices, these increasing subscriptions, and all these horrible business practice, you might look at this and be like, oh, okay, this doesn't sound as bad. And that's because everything else is so awful. That's because literally the bar is in hell. Like, you remember nowadays where people talk about different relationships and how awful people can be to each other, to the point where somebody not cheating on you is something to be rewarded when it should be the bare minimum. That is what this is. Like that is exactly what this is. We've heard so many awful things that these companies do and that they've tried to implement, that when we hear something that's just slightly not as bad, we treat it as a W, and really it's all an L. Man, 50 to 100% in some countries increase is an insane increase. Not the $30 a month, because it's not the money, it's the principle. Folks getting priced out. Yeah. And keep in mind, this isn't regional pricing. It's not a $30 increase in your country and a $30 increase in another country. No, it's completely different. So it affects everybody completely differently. I feel bad because I keep hearing about people who live in Brazil where things are expensive enough already, or Canada even, where things are expensive, like games and consoles. Yeah, Brazil got hit with a 100% increase. Imagine you're working hard in this day and age, barely like making it day to day, paycheck to paycheck, like most of us. And then you think you're gonna come home, you're gonna buy a new game, and Microsoft, you boot up that game, they tell you, F you, give us your money. Because you wanna know why? Because once you boot up your Xbox, this is the first thing you're gonna see. Because Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is now being shoved as an ad in your face when you boot up your Xbox. You can't make this up. Well, you probably could. I guess you'd be really good at predicting how horrible business practices have become. It's honestly kind of crazy, because I remember growing up seeing all these dystopian movies, reading dystopian books, stuff like 1984, Fahrenheit 451, you know, stuff like that. The Hunger Games, Battle Royale, all these other movies about a dystopian government oppressing its people in some way, shape, or form. Like movies, books, TV shows. Well, The Man in the High Castle. We have so many different forms of media telling us what not to do. iRobot when it comes to AI. And instead of like actually using that as a warning, it seems like we've been using it as a guidebook for what to do next. But yeah, so when you boot up your Xboxes, some people have been reportedly getting an ad about this new Game Pass that does not have the price increase in it. But let me actually read the article instead of ranting. Because they go on to say that we're not far removed from Microsoft's controversial business decision to hike the price of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate by 50%. People have barely had time to digest the huge jump before being pelted with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate adverts when they boot up their consoles. But let me see here what else they have here, because we already know about that, right? But they go on to say that there's a good chance to be met by the full screen advert for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate if you start up your Xbox console. As shown by Tom Warren, if you turn on your Xbox and just want to play a game, you might be greeted with a full-on ad.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Showing you all the glorious benefits of Game Pass Ultimate. It neglects to mention the new $30 per month price tag. The fact that it took less than 24 hours for the Game Pass price hike is telling. Have more people cancel their subscription than Microsoft was expecting, or is this all part of the company's plan? You saw this ad the next day you have Ultimate? Jesus. So yeah, if you boot up your Xbox and you have Game Pass Ultimate, or even if you don't have Game Pass Ultimate, this is what you're seeing. So this is starting November 4th. Hey, that's actually my birthday. The subscription price will update in applicable regions. This is all they say. It doesn't tell you how much it's going up by. It doesn't tell you the new prices, the new increase, none of that. All they want to show you is your benefits. So it's your fault. Wait. Wait, don't be rash. Don't be rash. That'd be kind of crazy, right? If I was just like someone who was working for Microsoft. I think it's only fair we banish the entire day. That's crazy. Man said it's your fault for being born.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
This is crazy. But yeah, so Ubisoft Plus Classics. What's the last big Ubisoft game y'all bought? Don't worry, I'll wait. Could it be perhaps maybe the last Splinter Cell game they released? Like, oh, I don't know. What feels like 10 years ago? Right. Far Cry Primal 5, maybe? Any of the other clones? Maybe you got Assassin's Creed Shadows because everybody was hating on the black man and the Japanese woman because that was really controversial. The Go Broke crowd did all the advertising that game needed. The Division 1? Maybe, right. It's one of those things where if you're looking at this and you're someone who's not in the know or someone who doesn't look that deeply into gaming, you might look at the different games offered here because like you have the Fortnite crew, you have the Ubisoft Plus Classics, 75 plus day one releases within a year. Keep in mind, they say within a year. So it's like the game that you may be waiting for day one may not immediately be on Game Pass. That's something to think about when if you're going to be spending this much. And they say you can play and earn up to 100K rewards points a year. But if you're someone who participates in the rewards program, they're continuously gutting it. Just this morning, they took away discounts if you own Game Pass Ultimate. Or we should go opt out of features for a price decrease because you don't give a about Fortnite. Understandable. This is one of those examples where a company is putting in bloat into a subscription service to try and convince you that you're getting a deal to get you to spend more money. This is a tactic to get you to spend more money and be more complicit spending money. Like, it's gonna sound like a conspiracy theory. It's gonna sound like I'm putting on my tinfoil hat here. But this is what these companies do. Anytime you have to take a step back and be like, the government or corporations wouldn't do that, they absolutely would. Because it all comes back to what? Money. And the root of a lot of problems in gaming comes back to what? Capitalism. Corporate greed. It's all about money every time. Whenever you have to ask yourself why a company would make this decision, as stupid as it might sound, money is almost always the guaranteeing factor. If you're a freaking Fortnite player and the Game Pass owner, is probably the main justification for it because it would technically be cheaper to get Ultimate. For sure. For sure. A lot of Fortnite players I know personally are either on PlayStation or PC, And with Xbox constantly pushing that everything is an Xbox, except, an actual Xbox, because they're pricing you out of it by increasing the prices of Xboxes. So if you don't have one already, chances are you're not likely going to be buying one anytime soon, which is one of the reasons why I think Game Pass is getting so expensive, because they understand that they're not selling Xboxes the same way that they used to. Everything going on, what happened with the Xbox One, where they tried to push the TV, DRM, and made it really hard for people to game share. Xbox never fully recovered from that, and it's why the PS4 beat their ass that generation. And one of the biggest reasons why the PS5 is still outselling them. PlayStation has their marketing on lock, and it's pretty much won the console war when people go constantly back and forth. Like, they're consistently outselling Xbox. And I'm someone who's owned both. Like, I was thinking about possibly picking up an Xbox Series X and then just mainly using it to, like, preserve physical games and physical copies of, like, things like Gears of War, Halo, some of the old Skate games, just to have, like, something else that I don't have to buy digitally, so to have more things that you can own. This should be more of an incentive to buy physical copies of games, because if anything, it's going to show you that you don't own anything. What's up, Nightmares? Yeah, say this is someone with a PC stronger than the vast majority of people. A PS5, Xbox Series X, and Switch, so you're unbiased. Yeah, you can't even remotely expect consoles to sell this rate, and the rate on top of that, and the subscription. Yeah, the subscription rate. We're getting nickel and dime. Like I said, it feels like we're getting priced out of our own hobby, and I don't want anybody to like think that I want these things to fail. To think that I hate Microsoft, or I hate Sony, or I hate the Switch. Or Nintendo as a whole. Well, I do dislike a lot of their business practices. You can like something, but you can also be critical about it, right? You can love something, but still recognize that it isn't perfect. And that's what I kind of want to push around here. Like, we shouldn't just accept this kind of thing, because if we don't buy it, they will change it. They have to. They want your money. And their whole goal is to convince you and convince everybody else that you're getting some type of deal, that this is somehow worth it. And when you have people in there where they'll hit you with that, if you're just broke, say that, or, things like that, that's what keeps the status quo. It's too much individuality, because if people really thought more about group economics, a lot of these corporations and companies wouldn't be able to get away with stuff like this. Case in point, so many people tried to cancel their Game Pass subscriptions immediately that the website crashed. And now we have to wait and see long term how many of those people are going to actually keep their subscriptions canceled, or come crawling back when they realize they haven't bought a game in the last 5 years. Because there are people like that who don't spend money on games, who don't buy games, or who are going to look at this and be like, well, it's fine for me. Like, it's okay because it benefits me. Not realizing in reality, your purchase is affecting all of us. And I don't want to guilt trip anybody, because, if you like it, hey, I love it for you. I'm not going to sit here and like try to be on some moral high horse and be like, you're wrong or you're bad for doing that. But I just want people to be aware that, like, yeah, if you want a company to change, if you're someone who's complaining about this or doesn't like it, don't buy it. It really can be that simple. Just do not buy it. Do not pay for it. Do not support the things you hate. But you say you knew me personally. I play on, you play on Xbox. That's actually why you bought the new Ally X, because of the ecosystem. That Play Anywhere feature is godlike, playing on PC in 4K 240 hertz and being able to stop and getting your Xbox and resume. Like, yeah, that's sick. Like, I love that. That was really cool. But being able to do that in handheld now, to all native Aspire, but you can even admit that's ridiculous. But I'm glad you woke up for your power nap, Nightmares. And you said you seen where GameStop was like they're upping the price and still selling Game Pass cards in the store for $20 instead of $30. Yeah, Microsoft has become so bad now, they've made GameStop look good.
It's unbelievable.
How do you make the company that was built around nickel and diming? Well, I can't even say built around it, because GameStop used to be fire at one point. Like, I used to love seeing the GameStop commercials, going there, getting a membership, getting Game Informer and stuff like that. Like, hell, when Game Informer came back, I got a copy. Like, here's my copy of my first Game Informer magazine since they came back. You know what they added to? This Baldur's Gate 3 poster. Like, if you love something, support it. Absolutely support it. Buy it. Spend money on it. Enjoy it. Do you work for it. But when a company is doing stuff like this, You have to vote with your wallet. You have to let them know it's not okay. Ads in 3 minutes becoming Microsoft right in front of our eyes. Hey, look. I know this looks bad, but if I don't do this, every time somebody clicked on the stream, they would get a pre-roll ad. And I know half the niggas click on the stream but not stick around to watch 2 minutes of ads and a pre-roll. Cause it's me. I'm niggas. But man, like this is unfortunately what we have to do. I hate Twitch ads. If I could like go without them, I probably would. But unfortunately, you know, it's what we got to do. It's all about finding that happy medium, right? I'm not saying you have to go cold turkey with these corporations and companies either. I'm not saying that you have to just stop buying all the stuff you like and stop supporting all the stuff you like. No, but just keep mindful of what you're buying into, what you're supporting, and how that might affect the bigger gaming ecosystem and everybody around you, including yourself. A lot for some people in America to do, I know, but I think we just call that basic empathy, you know, thinking about your fellow man. But this is crazy, man, because, like, what are we doing? But this is unclear if it's a one-time ad or if you have to get used to the screen every time you boot up your Xbox. But we also have Xbox trying to defend the Game Pass price increase. It's one time? Okay, cool. Well, not cool, but better than what I thought of. You see, that's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. I kept seeing where Game Pass doesn't even come with Black Ops 7 and people are mad about that too, as they should be. Because imagine I told you, right? Like, if you're someone who rents an apartment, you should be angry about something like this. Imagine if I just came in and be like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna have your water work everywhere in your house except for your shower. And I'm increasing your rent by 30%. But on the bright side though, I'll fix your refrigerator and like most of your like other utilities for free. What's up, Pebs? Yeah, we were just talking about that. Xbox took away discounts. And I really have to ask everybody, like, what's the price that makes you say no? Because I've seen people on both sides, people who, like myself, have a PC. Like, I have a PlayStation over here as well. I grew up primarily playing Xbox. Some of my earliest members, Chris knows, like, some of my earliest memories of gaming is playing Xbox with my older brother. He's responsible for a lot of my gaming taste and a lot of my music taste. Like, and the console we primarily grew up on for a hot minute was the Xbox. Like, that's the time I got to spend most playing with my friends and family and gatherings. Like, I loved Halo, I loved Gears, I loved Saints Row when that first dropped. Of course, all the Grand Theft Auto games, and just like so many other different like exclusives that were in that Xbox generation or games that I found first playing on the Xbox. Like the 360 and the PS3 era was goated. Like, that's the time I think game companies stopped experimenting for real. We had games like Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. We had the Xbox Live Arcade. We had PlayStation Online, which was free. Like, it was great. It was wonderful. We had actual incentives to spend more and support these companies. That's when people were still going outside for midnight releases. Like, what are we doing? I have to go to jail at that point. But they had it in very small print. Does not include Call of Duty titles and like any new titles. I know they had older Call of Duty games on there. They're easily, hacked for sure. Missed the PS3 era where you didn't have to pay for online pay. Yeah. And that was one of the biggest things that the PS3 had over the 360, but then they saw how profitable the Xbox membership was, and they decided to charge money for it. Hold on, I have to shoot somebody. You know the rules, and so do I. Say goodbye. It is ironic that this is very much a first world problem in the 21st century issue, is that we're commenting and complaining about ads, and then here comes the ad out of nowhere. For 3 minutes. I do apologize. But let me read more about this, right? Because this company is attempting to defend the decision while saying that it understands the frustration from players. So while speaking with The Verge, Microsoft's Director of Gaming and Platform Communications, Dustin Blackwell, spoke about the move and said it's something they didn't take lightly as a company. They went on to say that we understand price increases are never fun for anybody, but we're trying to reinforce by adding more value to these plans as well. I figured that would be their justification. It's something we don't take lightly, and we're listening to the feedback of players in the community to try to provide them with more of what they're asking for. Which just goes to show if you're someone who's buying it, that's what they're looking at, that's what they're paying attention to. Let's take NBA 2K for example, right? Everybody wants 2K to be better, and I heard this year it's actually kind of good. Everybody constantly says the same thing about 2K though. There's a honeymoon phase, which has been true for like the last couple of games. The game comes out, people make their bills, they grind for their badges, they spend their VC, they go to the park, they go to the rec, they're the proving ground. They start having fun for like a solid 2 months, maybe 3 if they're really lucky. And then what happens? They start patching the game, they start adding more changes to it. Certain people have to go back and remake their builds because certain play styles aren't viable, which means their build is trash. And instead of like being able to adapt and overcome and do anything, I don't think there's a respec system. So if you make up your build, guess what? You got to spend another $60 to make a new character. And then there's some people who got to have 3 or 4 builds to play with their 3 or 4 different groups of friends. And it just goes all over the place. But we're only in this ecosystem because people keep paying for it, because it's the only basketball game on the market, which is true. But if we want something like that to change, you have to stop buying it. Yeah, the left right cheese, I'm sure everybody wants to be Steph Curry. Everybody wants to do fadeaway jumpers. Everybody got to make some 7-4 demigod build that can't be contested. It's just everybody is constantly finding different ways to not play basketball in that game for some strange reason. But they claim to love basketball. Really weird activity. Really weird activity. But it's the same thing with games, the same thing with memberships, subscriptions, streaming services. We as consumers, it is our duty to go and find the best deal, to go and find the best value out of any of this. Like, if you really want to buy into being a consumer and really want to buy into, I'm just trying to get by on what I think provides the best value, you have to think about these things long term and short term, because a lot of us get caught up in what these companies are doing short term and how it affects us short term. Because there is a time like 5 or 10 years ago, people would not have voted for this. But now with how awful life has gotten, which I hate saying that, but it's true, but how often life has gotten, how expensive everything is, now it's not uncommon to see somebody get charged 60, 80, 30, 20 for something and be like, oh, it wasn't that bad, because this other thing is so much more expensive. Oh, it's not that bad. Like, I can afford it. So the increase doesn't impact me as much. And then 3 or 4 years down the line, it's getting 20 or 30, 50% more expensive, which is one of the reasons we're here today. But my bad, I'm talking myself in circles. Let me read the article. Let me stop yapping. But they spoke about what the service is now providing players across its multiple tiers. Blackwell touted the increase to the game library, cloud gaming, and day one releases. We're also now giving access to more than 75 day one releases each year. He said that's a 50% increase over the day one titles we provided last year. So 50% increase in price and value, huh? But he also pointed to the Ubisoft Plus Classics and Fortnite Crew Editions as another added benefit for players with this new cost. In addition to the Game Pass Ultimate price increase, Microsoft had raised the price of PC Game Pass from $11.99 to $16.49 per month. Both PC Game Pass and Ultimate subscribers will get day one releases, and those on a premium plan will get first-party Xbox games within a year of launch, except for Call of Duty. This is the loud part, because a lot of people bought Game Pass this year, or continuously bought Game Pass to play Call of Duty, which is crazy. And keep in mind, when they say day one releases, they did say day one within 12 months. So we don't know exactly when those day one releases are going to drop or fall upon in those 12 months. That's what I wonder what exactly they mean. Do you mean day one when the game actually releases? Or day one sometime within that year? Curious, man. I'm curious. But we already talked about the GameStop thing, so I don't need to read the whole article on that. Ads being shoved in your face, Microsoft. Let's go back to EA for a split second here. Yeah, over the next 12 months starting November 4th. Okay. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. Crazy, crazy. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but, you know, EA has been bought out by a private equity firm, primarily controlled by Saudi Arabia. Well, as to say specifically the royal family in Saudi Arabia. Donald Trump's son-in-law and a few other investment groups. It's one big investment group made of other different investment groups, right? And the thing that made this such a big thing is because they bought EA for $55 billion, but 20 billion of that dollars was debt taken out by JP Morgan in EA's name. And if you're unfamiliar with how that process works, when a corporation comes in and buys the company and they take on that debt, the corporation who bought them does not take on the debt. You do. Your company takes on the debt. And if your company can't pay it, some cuts will be made. They're already talking about using AI to cut costs and cut corners that way to help pay off this debt for this business deal. And it's gotten so bad and so worrisome that former Bioware producers suggest EA could start selling studios and IPs to beat $20 billion of debt. And current employees at Bioware right now, they're working on a new Mass Effect game, are worried that they might be losing their jobs and their studio might be sold off to help pay this debt quicker. But of course, you know, like, yeah, they go on to talk about the news, like the Saudi Arabian PIF. So that's a private investment fund, part of their 2030 vision plan, which is to go away from oil. So to make sure they increase their economic portfolio. And also parts of sports washing, so people forget about all their human rights violations and modern day slavery. But Affinity Partners, Silver Lake, the proposed transaction boasts a record-breaking price tag of $55 billion, which we just talked about, and includes a whopping $20 billion in debt financing, which is adopted by EA directly, which we also just discussed. But in a recent video, a former Bioware producer spoke up about the deal, suggesting that the Electronic Arts has a vast portfolio of dormant IPs that could potentially be sold to recoup against the staggering debt. And Electronic Arts might be about to step into the new ownership space once the transaction and acquisition is settled in 2027. Now, even though this is EA and EA is very profitable, they've never shouldered debt like this before. I know we always make jokes about how EA makes money with the Madden Ultimate Dynasty packs and FIFA Ultimate Team and things like that before they stop calling themselves FIFA, amongst other things as well. But $20 billion of debt is nothing to sneeze at. That's more money than some of us will ever see in our lifetimes. Well, most of us will ever see in our lifetimes. But to cover that debt, it's been theorized that the company will rely on more than aggressive monetization. Well, they will rely more on aggressive monetization, higher prices, and layoffs to balance the checkbook going forward. It says, speaking of AI, not video game related, people are canceling their Crunchyroll accounts because they decided to use a certain country's AI to do the subtitles instead of paying people to translate anime in different languages. That's crazy. But EA has a huge repository of dormant IPs that are just sitting there. It seems unlikely that the new resulting structure is going to be eager to suddenly revive a bunch of those IPs. One option might be to sell the whole lot of them for $100 million if you could get it, because $100 million can come off the debt. But Dara, I hope I pronounced the name right, also mentioned that companies like BioWare, where he worked for 24 years, could suffer at the hands of new owners because they tend to censor or prohibit certain messages and themes in the media, such as the progressive concepts found in games like Dragon Age and Mass Effect. And I know how much people love sleeping with their crewmates and their party members in Mass Effect and Dragon Age. So people are really worried that the LGBTQ aspects of these games, or your freedom, or just being able to do certain things, would be taken away or stripped out because now it's owned primarily by Saudi Arabia. But while they typically tend to be hands off, at least until they aren't, I'd say they haven't done anything so far. So it's now just, at this point, speculation and rumors, right? But you said the buyout of EA has you waiting to see if you buy Battlefield 6 or not. Yeah, that is a good question. But I'm, of course, referring to Saudi Arabia's private investment fund, formerly a 10% shareholder in Electronic Arts and now a pivotal part of the buyout consortium. The group's working on the Marvel games, and of course, BioWare are, I think, going to be in a different position. It's hard to imagine that you have BioWare pivot from being very progressive messaging to having the reverse because it's what the government wants. And it's hard to imagine the public perception of a game that comes out of BioWare, even if you do that, isn't apocalyptically bad. But perhaps EA Entertainment could be split apart, but EA Sports is a core moneymaker, and their leadership team will likely want that to remain the stalwart heart of the business. So it's some scary things going on in gaming right now, but it's some slightly less scary news, some actual good news. You've been hearing about that The Sims 2, the player base is worried how they handle the game series. I'd imagine they're worried about losing their Wicked Whims mods. I'm sorry, I've been using that one a lot. It's been a lot of bad news today. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is interesting how that could affect The Sims. I haven't really thought about that too much. But Silent Hill F, if you guys don't know, that game recently came out. It put out some numbers and beat Silent Hill 2 remake sales numbers in a day. So much so that this has gotten people to be thinking that maybe the franchise is back. Maybe we have a lot more things to look forward to, as the first game is also getting a remake, and we've gotten a recent update about the progress and how far along that's been going. Very valid to lose, not gonna lie. Yeah, I got it from the streamer, the Black Hokage. He's been using it a lot, and he's been reading gaming news, so it kind of inspired me to be more informed and start looking at that. He does really great gaming news and covers a lot of different things. But Bloober Team has shared an exciting update on how Silent Hill 1 remake is progressing. Following the success of Bloober Silent Hill 2 remake, fans have been highly expectant and curious about whether or not it can replicate that success, remaking the original Silent Hill. After years of dormancy, Silent Hill is going through something of a renaissance. In addition to the successful Silent Hill 2 remake, the recently released Silent Hill F has seen a great deal of praise. As the newest original story and a new movie adaptation of Silent Hill 2 will be releasing in the near future as well. The upcoming remake of Silent Hill 1, however, has seen particular attention from the community, as the original game has never had a remake or a remaster aside from the reimaginings like Silent Hill Shattered Memories. And now the developer behind the Silent Hill 2 remake and Silent Hill 1 remake, Bloober Team, has issued an update regarding its progress. The news came by way of a Q&A session with investors where Bloober touched on the various projects it has planned for the future. And this is with regards to Silent Hill 1, the game is now officially entered full production. One of Bloober's 2 full party teams dedicated to just the one game. Another team is currently working on an unannounced game with no indication with whether it will be partnership with another company like Konami or one of Bloober Team's original projects. Who made Chronos the New Dawn? Was it Bloober Team? Bloober Team? Who's the developer of this? Bloober Team, yeah. So if you're curious about Bloober Team, they make a lot of different remakes. They've also made this game as well, Chronos the New Dawn, which a lot of people have been saying positive things about. And if we look at some of their other games, they did Layers of Fear, they did Observer, they did Blair Witch, The Medium, the remake of Silent Hill 2, I think was their biggest game. Because The Medium and Blair Witch had cool ideas, but a lot of people weren't fully satisfied with them and said it kind of fell flat in execution. So a lot of people started looking into them more when they hit that Silent Hill 2 remake. Now they're doing the Silent Hill 1 remake, and they also did Chronos the New Dawn. So it seems like they're hitting a stride right now. They've got a good chain of games right now. Oh, let me actually close this. So Silent Hill fans are likely very eager to learn more about the game, and it could be a while yet before Bloober Team is ready to reveal anything to the public. The Silent Hill 2 remake was in development for 5 years before it reached players, with 2 years development time passing before an official announcement was even made. However, it's likely that Bloober Team has learned a lot from the experience and may be able to reutilize some of the aspects from its first remake, so it might not take quite as long this time. Though it will be interesting to see how the series progresses past this point, fans are understandably cautious at the notion of a brand new story set in historical Japan being added to the Silent Hill franchise, but the risk seems to have paid off with Silent Hill F, and players may even expect to see a Silent Hill 3 remake someday, provided the first game's remake is successful. However, the day that a Silent Hill 3 remake or a brand new game get announced may still be far in the future. I wouldn't be mad at this. I wouldn't be fully mad at Silent Hill 1 getting a remake. Because a lot of their games are short. Like, if you guys don't know, most Silent Hill games are not even 20 hours long. Because they're meant to be replayed over and over again. They have different endings. They have multiple playthroughs. And you'll start seeing and noticing a lot of different things you may not have noticed the first time you played through the game. So typically, if you're someone who wants to get different endings or find out more about the game's lore and the universe, like myself, you are incentivized to play through the game more often than not. But like I said, we got some good news. We also have some more good news. I don't know if you guys have been playing this game, but it's another hit, another indie hit. Vampire Survivors like Mega Bonk makes mega bucks, selling 1 million copies in 2 weeks, and currently has more daily players than Borderlands 4 on Steam. Somebody said, I'll be eating spaghetti with extra sauce tonight. I'm sure that was a developer. This dude's, you can tell he's a gamer, or they're a gamer. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, or if they identify as such. But this is one of the characters from the game. But this article goes on to say that our appetite for games like Vampire Survivors, dropping you into reverse bullet hells where your very existence is enough to slaughter wave after wave of enemies, has so far been unquenchable. We've slurped down. Hey, yo, that's kind of zesty. But we've slurred down Brotato, Halls of Torment, Soulstone Survivors, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, but it doesn't sound like we're even close to done. The good news is that there's always another one ready to usher us into more maps where we can saunter around slaughtering everything with a face and some things with our increasingly ridiculous screen clearing attacks. But right now, that would be Megabonk, which has launched a couple weeks ago and has been bounding up Steam's top selling games list. It's a goofy 3D Vampire Survivors like with sword surfing, cool skeletons, and wild builds. This week saw it climb into the 7th spot in the global chart, significantly higher than last month's major releases. That includes Borderlands 4, Dying Light the Beast, which we'll be playing shortly today, Hollow Knight Silksong. Its daily player count is not to be sniffed at either. On Thursday, it reached a new peak of 88,581 players, with only Silksong and the free-to-play Stalwarts drawing in more players. And it's coincided with another milestone announced on X by Megabonk's developer, Vetinad. In 2 weeks, Megabonks has sold 1 million copies, and here's the tweet. Yeah, he said, I'll be eating spaghetti with extra sauce tonight. Megabonk's trajectory echoes that of other stealth hits like Lethal Company, which had a respectable launch but took a couple weeks to start nipping at the top sellers' heels. Games like Schedule 1, Repo, those games. The likes of Borderlands 4 and Silksong had that big explosions of popularity right on launch day. Clearly, Megabonk is giving the people what they want. An extremely confident skateboarding skeleton who also wears sunglasses. Sure, there are 19 other characters you can play as, including the monkey, also with shades. But I think we can all agree this is the ideal video game character. And we're getting a bit spoiled at the moment too, since Deep Rock Galactic Survivor left early access only a day before Megabonk launched, netting a 90% from Robin in the process, and you can grab both of them for less than $20. Oh yeah, Peak. Almost forgot about Peak. Unless you were talking about Peak being mentioned. Megabonk has been fun. I've been really enjoying it. How many hours do I have in Megabonk right now? Let me pull up Steam. Got about 22 hours in that game so far. Nothing crazy, but that was almost, I think, 10 of that I played just straight. So that's cool. Very fun game. Very fun game. I'm really happy that he's experiencing success for, well, I should say they're experiencing success for the game. I'm going to be playing some of that today, probably, if I get some time. So we have some Black Ops 7 news for you guys today, and I know some people are mixed because the game was going to have secure boot just like Battlefield 6 did, and for some people, due to how their systems run or their firmware or just generally not being as educated, they were bricking their PCs trying to turn on secure boot, because when some people open up the BIOS section, it's really scary for the first time doing that, because flipping a switch can ruin some people's builds if they're not careful. And if you were hoping Black Ops 7 wouldn't have that, they do. But just like Battlefield 6, even though you're going to be required to have secure boot, you're going to be running into cheaters anyway. Which is crazy, because the amount of lengths people are going to stop cheating from happening, and just the amount that it's been ramping up has been insane to me. Because if you're someone who hates secure boot, or is like, these are your favorite franchises, you don't have a console, and now consoles are getting more expensive, and now you got to pay for online if you want to play some of your favorite games without having to worry about turning on secure boot, it's got to feel bad, man. You got to be like sitting there like... But yeah, that's exactly what this article is talking about right now, Nightmares. The beta. They're 3 or 4 hours into the beta before people started immediately noticing cheaters. But as of this update, apparently all the accounts seen cheating and included clips have been since banned. The original story is as follows. So early access to the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta had been live for mere hours, and lobbies already appeared to be infested with cheaters and hackers. Despite Activision recently insisting it was working towards developing the most advanced and robust anti-cheat protections of gaming. See, this is what you cannot do. This is what you cannot do. Cheaters and hackers have some of the biggest egos known to men, next to corporate CEOs, right? Because if you let them know you're working on one of the most uncrackable systems, unhackable systems, that your security is good, that you're fighting against people just like them, they're going to try you. And they're going to break it, because a lot of these people have just this amount of free time, experience. A lot of them love these games or just as much as we do, but for some reason love ruining them. And a lot of them happen to be unemployed. So when you go with somebody who has the technical knowledge, who doesn't have a job holding them back and nothing but free time to play games all day, every day, and break them, this is what you end up getting. But you said on top of them already having a gun in the game that can see through walls and shoot through walls, along with cloak, the ability to go invisible. Yeah. And yeah, it's not enough. They said, even though we have a gun to use wall hacks and aimbot and still kill you, I'll do it myself. I don't need you. So this is the first entry in the franchise to make use of Secure Boot and Trusted Platform Module 2.0, but the precautionary systems clearly haven't been enough to stop players from cheating on day one. Late last month, Activision confirmed it would follow in the footsteps of many other studios and require Call of Duty players to have both Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 enabled for the Black Ops 7 beta and its full release. This announcement came just weeks after EA revealed that Battlefield 6 players also needed to enable Secure Boot in their PC BIOS in order to play it in the open beta. The anti-cheat requirement often causes controversy among gamers, as many believe it is an intrusive feature that can conflict with certain other programs such as single-player modding, as well as Riot Games' Valorant anti-client, I believe it's called Vanguard. And I think they use it for League of Legends too. But it's already filled with cheaters. And these are rolled out as optional features in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Season 5, but the anti-cheat measures are now mandatory in the Black Ops 7 beta. However, despite the added layers of security, the shooter is already infested with cheaters and hackers on day one. Various posts have begun appearing across Twitter as users blast the game's Ricochet anti-cheat for failing to keep cheaters out of the game in the first few hours. One clip, which can be seen below, shows a player utilizing wall hacks to see enemy outlines through walls and aimbot to instantly snap the players' heads. So let's look at this real quick. Like, if he had it just up. He's showing it. Already, bro? Granted, Battlefield 6 had the same issue too, so some people might have been using it as like, oh, this didn't happen in Battlefield. It did. Look at this. He's not even trying to hide it either. I'm sorry, I should have turned this up more so you guys could actually hear it. Let me change it so the actual YouTube side of things can hear it too. Turn that down just a little bit. Oh, this is him playing the music. I thought that was me for a second. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys get it. Another rage hacking aimbotter going full blame in the first open hours of the beta.
Aimbotting, but I don't know. He shot me through a wall. No, he's aimbotting.
Another streamer caught it.
He's
way before she fucking even got
in the beta. Cheating in a beta is crazy.
This is wild.
How you lose gunfights, dog? You can't lose gunfights with cheats.
Yeah, you're shooting, getting shit on.
Look at this.
Look at that, bro.
That's crazy.
God, dog. And he's gonna kill me again.
Bro. Look, he
Just nuking the lobby.
bro.
Just nuking the lobby.
Sad. You're so sad.
Like, bro, like, come
That
on,
is so.
Like, what do you gain out of this? That's what I'm wondering. Like, why cheat in the beta? But the disappointing revelation the disappointing revelation that the next entry in the Call of Duty franchise was already infested with hackers comes just days after Activision provided some major anti-cheat updates for Black Ops 7. In a new blog post, the publisher said it was building towards the most advanced and robust anti-cheat protections in gaming, which will start with Black Ops 7 beta on October 2nd. This has got to feel so bad. This has got to feel so bad because you just talked about how good and how great the anti-cheat was and people are cheating in the beta. And the studio went on to explain that it had trained advanced machine learning systems on millions of hours of gameplay, noting that the new upgrades are smarter, faster, and more reliable than ever. And granted, they did say everybody, the cheaters who got caught cheating in these clips did get banned, but I wonder how fast it is and how accurate it is. But players' lobbies being routed by hackers isn't the only issue Call of Duty fans have experienced in the first few hours of the beta, as some are still struggling to even get into the playtest. Those who had obtained an early access code via one of the many promotions Call of Duty is running were still being greeted with a message to pre-order Black Ops 7 and receive early access to the beta. Although Activision claims this issue has now been resolved, some players across various platforms are still receiving an error message stating that they cannot access the contents of the Black Ops 7 beta. So it really makes me wonder why companies don't start doing hardware bans. Because it's something that needs to be done. That's something that needs to be done. Because you ban a person's account, especially if your game had like a free weekend or something, so many people can make accounts and make keys and get into the game that way that it becomes borderline impossible to keep banning cheaters at that point. I think they would be a lot more effective if we started banning people through their hardware. Because at that point, you either need to play on a different system, get another PC, or change out things that way. It's not a perfect end-all be-all solution because people find a way around it somehow. But I think anything that starts inconveniencing cheaters would hit a lot harder. But we got our last article of the day, which is going to be apparently we're getting a remake of the first Halo game. Allegedly, it's in co-development by a Virtua Studio, it's claimed. So it's just a rumor right now. Take it with a grain of salt. But the yet-to-be-announced Halo Combat Evolved remake may be co-developed by one of Virtua Studio's two new reliable claims state. The Halo series is one of Xbox's signature franchises alongside Gears of War and Forza, bringing the FPS genre to new places. It's been going on strong since 2001 with Combat Evolved. With the upcoming 25th anniversary of the original title, many have speculated that a remake of the game has been in the works. Early leaks and the subtleties from Halo Studios has hinted at it, but according to Xbox Era and Mr. Rebs, it's in production and it already has another studio attached to help. But the claim was first made by Halo-centric YouTuber. How long is this video? 4 minutes? I think we'll just read the article. But the claim was made first by Halo-centric YouTuber Mr. Rebs in this video seen above. They claim that the remake is in development by Extraction Virtual Studios and out of the Netherlands. Furthermore, the remake will use a hybrid engine similar to this year's Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Which I wouldn't be surprised because we've seen this with the Master Chief Collection, right? If you guys don't know, if you played the Master Chief Collection, you were able to toggle the new graphics with the old graphics at any point in time that you wanted to. Which was really cool for moments like that. And the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, I don't know if you could do that, but the remaster is primarily built on the old engine, so all the funny bugs and glitches people loved about Oblivion were still in the game. And that was the first Elder Scrolls game I played. I really enjoyed that remake, actually. But after Mr. Rebs' claim that Xbox Era went on and backed it up, saying it's one of their sources that also confirms it, they mentioned that Halo Studios is the lead on the project, so it isn't an outside project. Interestingly enough, when a new showcase event focused on the future of Halo was announced with the Halo World Championship on October 24th, 2025. And all we know is that it will consist of a big event followed by a deep dive panel. This may be where Halo Studios plans to announce the Combat Evolved remake, but nothing is confirmed just yet. Still though, fans of the series should stay tuned, especially with the team hyping up the event after last year's development video. So it's interesting. I'm very curious to see if they, at this point, what would they do differently? Because they've remastered it a few times. Well, not a few times, but they've remastered it before. So how different would a remake truly be? Whatever it is, if they do end up doing it, I hope it's for a good reason. Okay. So we're gonna get ready to play some Dying Light, drop kick some zombies, slap some people over the head. Let me switch things over here. Okay. Oh, let me flip this. I need to find a better way of doing that, like turning that source on and off. Both of these are the same. I'm gonna go with the console storage. But give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Not long enough though to be our back screen, but gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Shouldn't be long. I had to make sure we wouldn't have to have a bathroom break in the middle of drop kicking zombies. I wonder if there's ever been a situation where like somebody has to take a crap in the woods and then like a zombie pops out. Because at that point, like, what do you do?
Jacob claims he knew nothing about the sheriff selling me out. She never returned to the town hall. Not surprising since she knows I'm still alive and hunting her down. I pressed him for any intel he had on the Baron, and he offered to put me in touch with a group of outcasts who've been keeping tabs on him. I'm hoping we can help each other out.
Yeah, so last time, if you guys don't know, we got betrayed by the sheriff, who was like the leader of one of the only other factions that could have possibly stand up to the Baron because she was afraid of him. We almost died and got recaptured. Well, we almost died because he didn't want us anymore. And we came back to give her a piece of our mind, which I imagine we were just going to murder her, but she left. She got out of Dodge. Ooh, definitely want some more arrows. Dang, I need some more rags. Okay. I think that's everything we really needed. Or maybe I can upgrade anything or change some stuff. Can I enhance anything? I never have enough materials to enhance anything. Oh, it's because I need some rags. Rags and wiring. Okay, so it's some like it dark. I was out of options taking down the Baron. Okay, yeah, we gotta go out there. Ooh, that's far. And there's no cars nearby. That's not good. Oh, it's very clearly nighttime.
Olivia, there was no sign of the sheriff at the town hall. Looks
Oh
like
God.
So she really was working for the Baron.
She claims she did it to protect her people, but I don't buy it. Right now, I just need to get stronger. Can you find me more chimeras?
I'm gonna try it.
Already on it. I'll get back to you as soon as I locate one.
Get off me. Down you go. Ooh. There was already a volatile right there. Why? I just got outside. Can I outrun him? That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna try it. There's so many. Grade, please. Bruh. They're crawling all over me, Jesus. Wonder if I just turn my light off when they stay here. It almost feels like I'm playing one of the Arkham games. Oh geez, they're coming back. Oh, that hurt. I don't know how I've stayed out the way of any volatiles. It's so dark. It's so dark. There's no way that triggered you. Chase started. Oh no! Climb, Crane, climb.
Crane, do you copy?
I do. What's up, Jacob?
I reached out to the exiles, and one of them will contact you soon.
Crane, can you hear me?
What the hell?
Don't be frightened. I'm not your enemy.
Oh my god.
Telepath. Jacob asked me to reach out.
No. The last time someone talked to me telepathically, it did not go well. Use the damn radio.
The radio isn't safe.
And this is freaky as fuck.
Meet me at Pembroke Farm. I'll explain everything.
Fucking telepathy, you've got to be kidding me.
Night is scary, man. We're in a building full of zombies surrounded by volatiles at night. Please just die. They're moving in packs now. Well, they've always been moving in packs since Dying Light 2, but want no parts of what they got planned. How far are we? How away are we? I haven't even gotten anywhere close to where I need to be. Ooh, don't want to go that way. Oh, he's right under me. Well, we gotta go. Oh no, he's in the water. Oh my God. How many of them are behind? Jesus. There were 3 of them on me. It's time to wait until the morning, bro. Time to wait until the morning. Can't keep doing that. All right, where do we need to go? So we're just gonna have to run because there is not a car in sight.
Carl, can you hear me?
Do I have a choice?
Pembroke Farm isn't safe. Meet me at the homestead in High Marshes instead. Someone's onto us. Hurry, please.
Excuse me. So funny because even though I don't have the vault perk, you can still jump over them. Don't worry, I got you, homie. Oh, I accidentally kicked him too. Why they tell me to block an enemy's attack?
I owe you my life. Here's something.
Oh, this house looks nice. This looks like it'd be the spot for a safe zone, but apparently not.
Carl,
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
here. Hurry!
So if people who don't know, the dying like the following had some supernatural elements in it, where Kyle Crane was actually dealing with a cult, which is why we're getting this now, in case you might have thought like it came out of complete from nowhere, or if you got completely blindsided by that. I want to rate these houses, but I don't think that's a smart thing to do right now. I'm getting a little greedy. Put some clothes on. There's a zombie behind this door. Yeah. Nope. There are definitely zombies in here somewhere. There's gonna be a zombie behind one of these doors. I'm just sure of it. Well, that's really surprising that there isn't. They're not upstairs? No, that's it? Okay. Somebody's over there fighting for their lives, trying to hide from the Baron's men, and I'm over here looting the house. No, I'm being fat shamed. Oh, finally a car. Needed you like 5 hours ago.
The tracks lead straight here. It must be him.
Check the barn. I'll take the house. But we gotta take him alive.
What?
Request backup!
Clearly you can see me.
Back up!
Whoa! Trying to remember how to fight. Oh, what just hit me?
You wanna try me? Won't stop moving!
That's what I wanted. Oh, this is not what I wanted. There we go. While he's fighting for his life, let me loot these bodies. Oh, they killed him.
Is it over?
Yes, the area's clear. Where are you?
I'm in the main farmhouse.
Stay there.
How'd I miss? Oh, come up here. What? My hands are phasing through his body. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I'm getting all the fuel I need. It seems like this is a nice little spot before everybody got turned into zombies. I'll probably have some dope local concerts here. Love environmental storytelling. Not saying there's much of that here, but just where you can realize that things happened before you showed up there. Oh, there's a body here. I don't think this was here earlier. Thought I heard a zombie. I'm assuming by the UV light that there aren't zombies in here, so... Got anything here?
Thank you, Kyle. My name is Sven. I'm the one who guided you here. As you're infected, we can connect through our shared consciousness.
And believe it or not, Sven, you aren't the first telepathic infected I've had in my head.
Interesting. According to Jacob, you have other gifts, too.
Or curses, depending on your point of view.
Jacob said you needed our help.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
Quite a bit. We've been spying on him and his people for years. I'm glad to tell you everything we know, but right now, I must find 2 of my team who are missing.
Of course.
Communicate with them telepathically?
If I could, I wouldn't be so worried about them. But when I reach out, there's nothing.
Think the Baron has them?
I don't know. But I'm sure they're in danger.
Okay. Where were they last seen?
Are you offering to help me find them?
Well, that'll be my good deed for the day.
Last time I heard from them, they were at one of our abandoned bases. A farm west of here. You'll see a big combine harvester there.
Fine. I'll take a look.
And now that we're connected, just call out to me and I'll hear you.
All right. But until I do, stay the hell out of my head.
That's funny, that door got locked so fast. Ooh. So there's a car outside here too? We're gonna use that one. This one's banged up. You're not about to mess up the car I just got and I just refueled. Not crashing into that one. Hey, yo. Why he slide over the back of the car like that?
This must be the place.
So we got us a friendly neighborhood here. No, 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 no. Back up. I just walk away slightly here, catch my breath. Oh, gotta repair the gauntlets. Alright, they said this is the old base of theirs, so I guess we just gotta start checking houses. Nah, every time. Nice. The lighting got confused there for a second. I almost couldn't see much. Missed one.
Sven, can you hear me? Hello? I feel like a fucking idiot.
I hear you.
Shit, that is still creepy. You said you used this place for a base?
Have you found anything?
No, not yet.
Check the attic. The entrance is in the hallway.
Yeah, now he tells me.
Alright, so anytime I guess I can go into the beast mode when I want to. Since I got the upgrade a while back. I hope it doesn't automatically just run out if I don't choose to use it. That'd be sad. Oh my god. I guess I'm not supposed to be up here. Alright. I'm strong enough to rip a person in half, but not strong enough to get through a window. Must be like a spot they want me at. specifically to enter from. That means there's either a basement or a window somewhere I haven't seen. Up, here we go. That zombie's still alive. A lot of supplies we're getting. Oof, that actually scared me. The thing falling over actually scared me. I'm always expecting a zombie to just come around a corner now in these hallways. Oh, there's another room. Can't get through it that way. Perfume, soap, okay. Thought there was a dead body in there.
These look like patrol routes. Is this an outpost?
Carl, have you found my men?
No, but I found a map of the Baron's outposts.
If they were captured, you'll probably find them in one of those.
I'll see if I can track them down, but do me a favor.
Stay the hell out of your head.
Are you reading my mind again, Sven?
Wait, what's this? Power? Somebody just threw up on me again. Wait, you know what? I can just do this. I was saving this. Oh my god. Oh, it's not worth it. Alright, you gotta die. Alright, cool. Did I run everybody's pockets out here? So where's the actual line we need to grab? That's what I need to know. Didn't want to go here. Where is it? Not here. Not there. I know you wouldn't have a key or anything important. But you just gotta go. Hope you would have caught on fire by now. Somebody's got to be around or in one of these breakers. Oh wait, it's up there. Oh, can I not grab these? Are these not? What? I'm looking at it right now. Brother. Okay, I guess I'll just go out in from the inside. You're not treating that as a physical object, I guess. That's crazy. Wait, so is this supposed to be, are we supposed to be able to touch that? 'Cause I don't see us making it any other way besides swinging. What just stopped me from jumping? Oh, the cable. I need to see. I need to see if this works. Oh, now it works? That's crazy. Oh, right. Oh. Oh no, she climbed to the front? There we go. She's still alive? That is one durable zombie. Oh, she's still coming. The way the sound design is sometimes makes me think there's a zombie behind me when really it's in front of me.
They're not the only monsters out there. Could be volatile. Maybe even a beast.
Imagine. Oh, they just both died? What a bunch of wimps. Could have sworn there was a third one who just kind of stopped existing.
Echo 7, report.
How many men does the Baron have? Are we the beast, or are they referring to the other guy?
This is Echo 7, over.
We caught the freaks who attacked the patrol. Where have you been?
I was taking a dump.
Dude, fuck, whatever. Rendezvous at Checkpoint Delta.
Where?
The pig farm. We're taking the prisoners back to the palace.
Copy that. See you soon, dumbass.
Crazy. What am I looking at? Stuck in the wall. See if we can make some more arrows. I'm not really a big fan. There's more of these. Make some more fire arrows. Excuse me. Wait, is this a safe house? Nah, it's not. He's just up there. It's a big infected just sitting there. Of course, the front door wouldn't be open. What's in the trunk? Nothing.
Keep watch over the bridge. We clear infected! The Baron's orders. Watch them alive.
Confirm the kill.
I'm just wait till he finishes shooting this group of zombies and I'm gonna choke him out. It's taking too long. Look at his face. I really like thereof. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I gotta ask myself, were y'all broke before or after y'all became zombies?
You sure they're not playing possum? Wake up, you infected piece of shit!
Convoy's here. Get him in the truck.
So we're gonna intercept the convoy? We could take on this whole group.
Slowly.
Oh no. All right. Shotgun and a pistol should do the trick. Oh, that's a shotgun. 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 That don't feel too good. He finished his voice line even though he was dead.
Sven, I just saw your people. They're being transported somewhere.
I have people watching the roads. Soon as I can, I'll let you know where they're going.
I'm sure that didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. I know there's some more gun ammo in here. There's gotta be. Where is it?
Prepare to...
You want what he got?
Kyle, they're stopped near the river. You need to catch up with them. A group of infected are blocking the road. I'm sending you the location.
Whoa. I guess it shouldn't be unexpected that a bunch of infected turned up. All right. 7 shots. Refill you, or what about you? Where do they need me to go? So we have to go backwards. That is a scary thought, to have to constantly like knock somebody out because their telepathic powers might get to you. Ah, you're kidding. I can't drive through this wood? Oh, yes, I can. Bro, what is he doing? There we go. Excuse me. Jesus, her body did a front flip on top of the car. Oh, this is the original car I was driving, yeah? Yes, it was. Why do they keep throwing themselves at my car like this? It's not even working out for them. I want gas, so I'm gonna stop. That's a car trap.
J.Deep says it's about that time for me to be unashamedly passionate about what I love.
Oh.
And what do I love, you ask? I love you, Maximum OB and me. I love you more than life itself. I love you more than a bank account with 7 digits. I love you more than I love the feeling of you inside of me. The only thing I don't love you more than is my wife-in-law. She wins the battle every time.
Oh Lord, I'm so happy the ads ran when they did. Oh, welcome in Jay, welcome in Tony. You know, it's probably for the best this happened. Whose emote is that? Zombies mouth? Whose emote is that? Hey, who did that? Hey, yo, it is. Why was I able to recognize that? Oh no. He's got some explaining to do. Not the SpongeBob crying emotes. I think it's even more impressive how many of these y'all have. This is getting out of hand. Okay, apparently my greed for gas knows no bounds. But I hope y'all are doing okay. We're on our way to save some psychic people from these zombies. Well, these people.
J.Deep says excuse the fuck out of me, but there's only two mouths you should be recognizing, and Zombie's mouth is definitely not one of them.
See, what happened was... Give me some gas. I really don't have an explanation for myself there. It's about to become nighttime. That means I'm about to get chased. Oh, everyone's dead. I got any ammo on you? Wait, you know what? Let me put away one of these guns at least. One quality of life feature I like that this game has is that when you swap weapons, it immediately equips that weapon for you. Please just die. I need to enhance this weapon with something. Oh.
Sven, I found them, and they don't look good.
They need an infusion. Hurry. There's a cave to the south. I'll send you the location.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Where are all these zombies coming from? What did I come back to? I don't know, Dre. I'm just as confused as you are. I'm trying to kill Chase started. Where? What? Who? Nah. I'm the beast. I ain't going out like this. Oh my God, I failed the what? The one time I was ready. The one time I was ready to fight some volatiles. Oh, they don't even have the courtesy to give it back to me? That's crazy. They start me off in the middle of a chase? Oh no. How far is the safe house? I was robbed. Chase ended. And they spawned 4 volatiles around me? The chase has only just begun. Please. Please. Not like this. Not like this. They're smacking the back of my neck. Ay. I hate it here. I was full on ready to go mano a mano. I had my whole beast meter filled. I was gonna throw the hands with them finally. And the game robbed me. This is crazy. Now I have to go back. My car was destroyed. I put so much gas in that baby. How about you failed the quest because your vehicle was rendered unusable? And then they don't give me another one. Wait, I'm sorry, what? For a second, I thought I was gonna have to wait until nighttime to do the quest again. That's insane. Wait, so are they gonna start me over? I didn't think I would ever fail a quest in this game because of a vehicle. Like they took away my power up and it left me stranded, surrounded by 6 volatiles. No, I got something for you. Oh, get your hands off me. What rip do y'all have for the part like this? Oh, I see. Y'all gotta be the worst soldiers I've ever seen. At least I would have died to some volatiles, but then again, I am genetically modified. By y'all, might I add. Let me just... See, we were just getting along a second ago. Y'all don't even have to do this for her. Y'all already got a meal. And it ain't me. You sure this is what you want? You sure this is what you want? Oh, you are apparently sure. Brass knuckles in any game is like almost always so rewarding. It's so good. I'm forgetting. I'm supposed to be looking for someone. Someone went missing. Oh, these guys. These guys are.
I found them, and they don't look good.
They need an infusion. Hurry. There's a cave to the south. I'll send you the location.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Oh, that's why I failed the mission, because they were in. I was supposed to drive them away. Oh, we're actually on a timer. Are they guiding me along the right road? They are. Other people might feel bad about hitting people on the road, but to me, that's free points.
Hey, where's Sven?
Take them inside.
So what happens now?
So I was just supposed to abandon them? To die?
What were you doing out there in the first place, Sven?
Reconnaissance! They're killing our people if we do nothing. How long before we're all wiped out?
Not much longer if the Baron tracks us down here.
Did Sven tell you who I am?
Thank you for your help, but you should leave now.
Lydia, this is Kyle Crane. He escaped from the Baron.
Crane? You brought Kyle Crane here? The Baron will tear this valley apart looking for him. Are you trying to get us all killed?
He can help us. Maybe even save us. He was tortured for years, just like we were. He needs answers, just like we do.
Is that what you want, Kyle? Answers?
What I want is that motherfucker's head on a platter. But to do that, I need to know where he's vulnerable.
I understand, but we can't be involved. It's just too dangerous. Please leave.
She's fun. Who was that?
Lydia. She's in charge here. Not exactly warm and cuddly, but don't let that discourage you. She'll come around. Hey, follow me. I want you to meet someone.
Sheesh, can I? Ooh, what you got?
Said you're welcome to pick up supplies here if you need them.
Don't you guys need this stuff more than I do?
Most of what I sell is surplus anyway. Maybe you'll find something you can use.
Got a black baddie behind the counter? I'm all for it. So this looks like somebody who wants to be really into parkour. That's what this build looks like. Ooh, a fire axe. I have no space for it though. All 4 pistol ammo. I mean, I don't need revolver ammo. Take a lot of your resources though. I need this. What can I get rid of that I don't need? Well, yeah, this weapon can go. I hate using this weapon. This weapon can absolutely go. I don't think I'll be using this either. A hockey stick? I'll take it. Wait. What shotgun do I have now? Give me the military shotgun. Then we'll sell the Ranger one. Actually, I should be disassembling those. Thank you. Actually, is there a crafting bench I could use? Because if so, I could really make some nice things.
I hope the information is true. Mistakes are out of the question.
Before we go talk to the guy he wants us to talk to. Ooh, the rust? What's this? We can make some more weapon mods. Let me dismantle these 2 things actually. So we can craft some weapons. How do I add the blueprints to these? Modify? Okay. There's other mods we can add to these that I just haven't been using. Well, I don't want to change the fire on this one. This one though. No, I can't do anything for that. Get another one of those, another grenade. And then we'll just craft these. Because you never know where you're going to need some decoys. You never know where you're going to need some decoys. Then we sleep until morning.
Trauma. That's the only thing
Can't give up.
Sven?
Kyle, meet Selby.
Cal Crane, right? I'm in charge of radio surveillance.
Radio surveillance, huh? You got a hell of an operation here.
Lydia wants us to stay hidden. And I get that, but it leaves us blind. If the Baron tracks us here, that's it. It's over.
We need to know what they're thinking, planning.
Makes sense.
Do you know what this is?
Well, looks like some kind of radio transmitter.
Close. It's actually a booster. What the Baron uses to amplify his signal all over the valley.
If we can attach this to the Baron's main relay tower, we might be able to listen in on his comms. But the tower is insanely tall, and none of us have the skills necessary to climb all the way to the top.
Well, lucky for you, I've climbed a lot of insanely tall towers in my time.
Yes.
With your skills, climbing to the top of a transmission tower should be a piece of cake.
Great big piece of really shitty cake.
Look, Kyle, if we can find out what he's really after, that could be a game changer.
Anything we hear, we'll pass on to you. We'll get the full picture of what he's up to.
What do you think?
Keeping another secret from Lydia?
Actually, Selby already sold her on the idea. If we can listen in on the Baron's comms, she's all for it.
Okay, bet.
All right. Where do I put this thing?
There's a relay installed on a high-voltage transmission tower in the woods. I'll guide you there.
All right, fine. Sven already knows this, but do me a favor, stay out of my head. Use a radio if you want to talk to me.
Telepathy's safer, but we can use the radio if that's what you wish.
Yeah, that's what I wish. I'll be in touch.
Oh, and Kyle, take this too.
What's this?
Ooh.
A grappling hook. You might find it useful.
Oh, man. Where have you been all my life? Do we have to equip it like last time? Am I in a 2x KO beta? What's up, Batosai? Is it still in beta? I am currently, but it rolls out, if I remember correctly, to everybody the 7th of October, so that's in a few days. Like the next 4 days. Flamethrower, pipe bomb, flash grenade, grenade launcher. Nice.
J.Deep says I'm right here, pumpkin. What do you mean, where have I been all your life?
Oh no. It's not what it sounds like, Jay, I swear. I was talking about the grappling hook, you know, because it just makes the game so much easier. Oh yeah, Teemo and 2XK. Oh my god. Chris, the amount of times like Jesse and I were running like Teemo or, you know, characters like that back when we used to play League together, it was crazy. Telling Jay about a hook, man. I know there's so many people who are gonna be pissed off that he's in 2XKO now, but that is one of the best fighting game trailers I've seen for a character, because it's filled with so many different references, Easter eggs, like a reference to Moment 37, so many different things. You the one who got Jesse in the league? Oh man, you owe me a few years of my life back, Chris. I've been meaning to tell you. I just didn't know you were the reason. all that time I spent playing League on a trackpad. Oh my god. Oops. Did I not equip the grapple hook? I did not. Oops, that's a grenade that could have been saved. Oh no. Oh, so they took away the ability to just grapple hook anywhere you wanted to. You used to be able to just kind of... Oh no, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, Nidalee was fun. Nidalee was very fun, actually. I remember playing her. A lot of people just didn't know how to move out of the way of a spear back then, which was kind of funny to me. Like, you just throw the projectile and people would run into it trying to get out the way of it. Good times. Like, that's back when Kassadin was like one of the most banned champions in the actual lineup, which was crazy. Where did the infected go? Oh, there he is. You coming up here or what? No, you threw your weapon. Oh my, oh, I'm getting stun locked. That was bad. That was bad. I accidentally threw it because I clicked L1 on accident. I think the audio slightly delayed. Give me 1 second. Fix that real quick. Activate it. But yeah, Teemo was like one of the most troll characters because you would just go down a lane, hit 6 mushrooms, lose more than half your health to poison damage, and then out of nowhere, here comes this little 3-foot tall minion shooting you in your ankles with poison, blinding you, and then you just die. And then if you try to catch him slipping, he's turned invisible. He's waiting in your lane for you to come back from fountain just to do it again. Like, he is one of the most trolly characters in League. And people still, to this day, even after his reworks, multiple redesigns, and rebrandings, still hate him. Ooh. Like, it is actually insane and crazy. He looks like he'll be fun if you play him, and horrifying if you're fighting against him. Please be dead. Thank you. I guess this is better than dealing with a crowd of them, right? I've been like doing everything I can to get myself killed here, apparently. Yeah, he absolutely looks like really fun, but he's gonna absolutely be a pain in 2XKO. I'm glad they brought C Viper back in Street Fighter. Armor King's coming back in Tekken as DLC for the 2nd time. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, he looks really cool, but he's DLC again. But if anything, it's a good sign the developers are in tune with what their community actually wants. And it seems like they're very knowledgeable about how to actually properly make a character and market a character. Because it's a free-to-play fighting game. So a lot of like what gets a lot of people not into fighting games nowadays is the fact that if you want to get someone to play a game, you're like, hey, you want to try this new thing you may or may not like for $60 or $80? And over time it's gonna have like 3 or 4 different season passes and DLCs. Like, that's a hard ask for somebody who's not into fighting games. And even still, as someone who's a part of it, people are still on the fence about things like the Tekken store being released and the fact that a fighting game has a battle pass. Because most of the time, if you're not a hardcore player and you're someone who's new to the genre, you already have the misconception that you're going to be spending like 50, 60 hours just to even start playing the game, let alone money to even get into the genre itself. So I was really excited when games like Multiverses, 2XKO, and Killer Instinct, or like even Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, when the more they started doing free-to-play models, I think that's good for the scene in the long term because it gets a lot of people who never would have even looked in the direction of a fighting game to try it. I'll get taking a shot that brought Bruce back. Yeah. Yeah. How much you want to bet me the zombie's still alive? I missed the drop kick. My legs phased to his chest. That's crazy. This game loves robbing me. Yeah, it's kind of wild because I've seen a few friends of mine play Smash and like Multiverses and all these other fighting games, but whenever I ask them to try like Tekken or Street Fighter or any other fighting game, they're like, I don't want to spend 2 or 3 hours learning combos. I don't want to, you know, sorry, I didn't spend the last 50 years of my life playing fighting games. I'm like, you don't have to do that. Because these are the same people I've seen learn League of Legends. I've seen them learn like Counter-Strike, Valorant. Not even just them, but like it's such a crazy thing to see somebody say a fighting game requires too much time and then turn around and play a MOBA. But I think 2XKO Multiverses had something different in which they gave you the ability to blame your teammate if you didn't do so well, because they're team-based fighting games. So if you wanted to run a duo with somebody, you wanted to run a duo in a tournament or just in a local or just play against your friends, it made it a little more casual and gave people that ability to kind of just like, hey, you know, not taking it seriously. Because for some reason, it's like people forget you can just go in and mash buttons and learn nothing about the game and have fun. But also you can still lose to somebody playing like that, which I guess is like why some people are upset. But more than anything, it's the price tag. It is without a doubt the price tag. I think that's the saddest thing about Multiverses not doing so well, is the fact that it was such a big free-to-play fighting game that would have done such great things to the genre that ended up not working out due to one guy in charge making all the worst calls possible. Like, do y'all know they wanted to, one of the first characters they wanted to add was Ben 10. It's the higher ups that told them no. And by the higher ups, I mean just the one guy who was in charge of most of the development for the game and made all the shot calls. He was the one telling them no. I'm like, I'm so angry about that.
Olivia, I came across another settlement hiding up in the mountains. They were experimented on, like me. So they're no fans of the Baron either.
Are they willing to help?
Maybe, I don't know. Their leader doesn't seem to like me.
Someone as charming as you. That's hard to believe.
Funny. I'm gonna do him a solid and see if it makes a difference. I'll keep you posted.
Die, please. Am I smacking him with like a piece of a fire extinguisher? I am. That's exactly what this is. Yeah, that monetization was disgusting. That was one of the most predatory monetization, what's the word for it, business models I've seen in my life. And I'm someone who survived Nexon games. I played MMOs for a very long time, so seeing something like that was egregious. But yeah, I think what really bothered it was the switch to Unreal. For some reason, they did that. They added shields, which even increased the Smash comparisons. The game got a lot slower. Everything felt floaty. And it led to some exploits like Iron Giant being broken and a few other characters too. LeBron James being able to just dribble multiple balls in your head, slam dunk you. It's just, that game has so much potential, man. That game has so much potential. Like, how many other games do you know get the opportunity to die and come back and then try it again and then die again? Yeah, it's like if you wanted to add shields, you shouldn't have. His toes are sweaty, lips weak, balls are heavy. There's vomit on his hoodie already. Dad spaghetti. Hey yo, this is an 8 Mile reference. That's great. That's great. That's pretty cool. So in this unit, no, I accidentally activated it. Well. Somebody's about to have a very bad day. I wanted to save this for the next encounter I had. Oh my god. You're ranked number 2 in that game for the most characters of oh my god, I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm ripping people apart. That's crazy. You're the 2nd ranked player in that game with the most characters in master rank? Yeah. Because so many people were excited for Agent Smith and the new characters coming out, and I was like, yo, like that was really getting me excited to get into the game. And then there was the confusion at first because people thought he was in the game, then he wasn't, because of the way they were doing the unveiling, and then the fact that you had to do certain missions, which also gatekept you from certain progress and unlocking characters, and the fact that they added so many more different forms of currency. Like that's what was starting to worry me about Marvel Rivals, because Marvel Rivals started doing similar things where they started adding multiple forms of currency. And when you start doing that, it becomes worrisome, because I'm like, how far are we going now? Like, it gets kind of crazy when you get someone in a free-to-play game and then all of a sudden they're spending $200, $100, $60, $80 just to unlock a character or two or a skin or two. Because I've seen it, man. I've seen people who don't want to spend $70 or $80 on a game and then will turn around and spend $70 or $80 on like skins. Or early access to a game if they buy the deluxe edition. But yeah, I think so many platform fighters fall into the trap of becoming like Smash, because so many people being like, oh, it's not melee, or you know, Smash Ultimate did this, it doesn't have the characters, doesn't have the support, doesn't have the content. Smash just feels so much better. Which is why nowadays if I ever see a platform fighter, I'm kind of like, eh. Because I don't know if it's even going to be around in the next couple months. It's like both how good Smash is and how like unfortunate it is trying to make a platform fighter after Smash. Like whenever I see a Brawlhalla, a Rushdown Revolt, or you know, a few quick matches, any game like that, I'm like, I can't get my hopes up again. Sheesh, if you like Hi-Fi Rush, even if your game does well, that's still no guarantee that your studio will be around tomorrow. Who you thought you were sneaking up on? Bye. The man's had to go.
Got it. Selby, the transmitter's installed. Tell me it's working.
You know what? I could have used my grapple hook to just climb up here.
Crane, let me... Yes, it's working. But... all I can hear is white noise. Oh, fuck me. Those bastards have encrypted the signal.
So I just wasted my time?
No, we just need a device of theirs with the encryption key.
Would a radio work?
Yes. One of their radios should help us decode the signal.
Okay then. I just need to find one of their patrols and snag a radio.
There's usually a patrol near the roundabout in the residential district.
On my way.
All right, she said in what district? Oh, that's not far at all. Wonder if I can hit them with a car. Or if they just dodge out the way and just not take damage. Oh, yep, there he is. Another one right there. Don't tell me he survived that, right? No, he's dead. He's dead as hell. Ooh. Ooh, that's a grenade. That's multiple grenades. I guess they didn't want people abusing that. They really didn't want people abusing that. I have all this rifle ammo. Time to actually use it. What the? Oh my god! What the? I didn't mean to take that, but I guess.
Selby, I got a radio.
Fantastic.
No, I didn't mean to activate that. I hear a zombie, but I don't see a zombie. I didn't know they had blickies like that in this game. Yeah. Rifles, shotguns, pistols, bows and arrows. But different rounds. Very nice, very nice. I do say so myself. The design is very human. What's in the box? Could be some good loot in there. He's getting body blocked. But yeah, it's kind of course, as it should be, hard to come by ammo and other stuff like that. You mainly get it from robbing humans or like convoys and stuff. Like this game in Red Dead Redemption 2 had the bad habit of turning me into a loot goblin. Or maybe I've always just been a loot goblin. All those hours on Diablo. Path of Exile, Grim Dawn. And Battle Royales, of course, when they came out. Smartphone, I'll take it. Why does every game make you grab arrows? I mean, feathers to make arrows? Who started that trend? Never be too sure. Look at his face. It's another thing I really like about this game too is the gore system. There better not be a zombie in one of these lockers. Okay, cool. I think I pretty much got everything I came for, actually. Don't do this to me. I need this. I hate it here. I know it's only 2 pieces of loot, but I want them because I can't have them. There wouldn't be a zombie in here, right? No way, right? Cool. Sometimes zombies are in trunks in this game. They decided to have that be a feature, so now I'm like really paranoid. All you gotta do is fool me one time and I just don't let my guard down again. I think we can get out here. I don't need to be in here. Ooh, almost missed that. Right at the front. Now we can go. Got jumped on by a zombie once and I've never put my gun down since. Is there another vehicle nearby? No. Oh wait, my vehicle's done. They blew it up. Excuse me. I can't stop thinking about how nice this area is. And I was just thinking the other day how important it is to have art direction and style that matters more than photorealistic graphics. Because the fact that we've been in cities and dense urban areas for the last couple games and then it's switching up to more of a forest and colorful environment, like everything's vibrant. There's not too many objects just everywhere. Kind of like if you guys remember like the first The Last of Us game. How Seattle is not the best looking place in the world, but that moment where, what's the word for it? The environment starts to take over and you have that nice blend and everything looks rustic. Almost kind of like Stalker, but not too much in that direction.
What's that? Oh, it's you. You guy.
I was gonna be like, is he gonna try and like attack me or something all of a sudden?
Why the fuck is everyone here clinging so tightly to life?
Oh, you know what? Let me spend some more money. Ooh, shotgun shells. Give me that. I sell all my valuables. Is that a scythe? Let me buy these. It's a scythe. Oh yeah, I could sell this. Mine. I'm a sucker for things like summoner classes in video games, scythes, even though I know like the weapons itself is highly impractical. If you give me a character to scythe, chances are I'm gonna end up playing that character. Need to craft some more weapons. Alright, let me upgrade the blueprint so these bandages heal more. Let me enhance these brass knuckles. Enhance this axe. Oh my god, enhancing is so expensive. if I want that. Oh, can I upgrade the blueprint for this? Now we're getting somewhere. I want to upgrade this grapple hook as much as possible so I can just grapple hook from farther away. Let's get some throwing knives. Some more grenades. And then these. Make some, like, pull more of these. If you can tell, I've got nothing good planned for anybody I plan on running across.
Here's your radio.
Ah, thanks. Come on, work. It's working, sort of. The signal goes in and out.
What's wrong with it?
We probably need to replace more than one transmitter. Meaning we need one on all of their relays.
Seriously?
It's the only way to get a strong enough signal. Without it, their conversations will be unintelligible.
All of them? How many we talking about?
There are 3 towers. You've tapped into the first already?
All right, 2 more. It's not so bad.
There is another problem, though.
Of course there is.
I only had one transmitter.
Oh.
Get that one.
Found it in an abandoned military convoy.
Are there other ones around?
A few. I'll mark the locations of the convoys we have yet to search.
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
There's always another issue. Oh, so we just gotta go hit random military convoys? One right outside here.
Crane, some old military convoys are still untouched. No one looted them, because they're locked tight. You'll need keycards to get in. Check the area. Some infected soldiers might still have them.
It's always funny to me that in almost every form of like zombie apocalypse, the government just never holds up. Like they just never have a plan for it. What is that? Please die. Hope I asked nicely. Still alive? He's all hitting him in the butt. That's the wrong infected. That's what? There we go. Oh, so you're just tanking that. Okay. What? He's some durable zombies, man. Look at that. He's pissed. He's looking for who did that to him. Did y'all just spawn in front of me? All right, yeah, I'm just going down here. I'm just going down here. I'm wasting arrows. Ooh, that's a rock. That's another rock. He's died. Whoa! I can't even see that. Couldn't dodge out the way of that in time, huh? It's like fighting a berserker in Gears of War 1 all over again. Can't move. He's changing course? Hey, hey. Oh, gas. It's in the trunk. We gotta go. What's in the trunk? Oh no! This is what I mean! Why are you just sitting in the trunk of your car? Yes, the drop kick is 100% necessary. Reminds me of 28 days later when they were stuck in a tunnel. Ooh. I have to loot all these people before I end up getting stuck here and they spawn again. I think I just heard somebody begging for their life, but I'm busy looting right now. I'm sure he's got it. He'll be okay. Actually, let me see. He sounds nearby.
Got the transmitters.
Great.
Oh, y'all were here the whole time? I could have used y'all as bait.
The industrial area.
Send me the location.
Excuse me. Oh, you know what? I thought the zombies would be a lot more polite and just let me open the door. And I definitely thought for sure those guys would keep chasing me. Maybe if I drop kick one of them, maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe it'll become personal. And then while they're fighting infected, I'll just lockpick this. Hey, yo, can't you see I'm busy here? Some people are so rude. Sounds like the zombies lost. Please. Oh, I guess all I have to do is ask nicely. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Got a bad feeling about this. You're mine.
Oh no, they're beating him. Oh. This was one durable survivor. Yo, why are they helping him?
You kiss your mama with
Come here, I got you, bro.
You fucked around. Now you're
The hostage is gonna think, oh! What did he do to make him that mad? What's up, Ray? I thought I thought he was durable. I thought he was stronger than that, you know? He was holding out. I had hope for him. I had high hopes for him. He was doing all right at first. He definitely lasted longer than I would have given him any credit for. I guess there's a lesson to be learned here. Do not send me for any hostage negotiations in the near future. I need a car. I really just need a car. There's nothing nearby me. Guess we're hoofing it. Could I have been a little faster in helping? Absolutely. Here goes the OT Collector's Edition got delayed, so it wasn't delivered until late last night. Unpacked items, didn't play it. Nice. I haven't even actually looked at the Collector's Edition myself, but I heard there were good things in there. It's nice that a Collector's Edition actually has some stuff worth collecting, you know? I can't wait till I get to the point where I can start like buying those. Oh my goodness, I'm being fat shamed by the trees. Swing. Oh, that's sick. Her mask actually fits your face. That's dope. I'm pretty sure that fit in perfectly with the crowd, the edgy crowd. This man's been doing parkour for more than 13 years, and I swear it's like sometimes it's like he forgot. Oh my god. I didn't know they were selling for that much. This isn't the grappling hook from Dying Light 1, unfortunately. Nowhere near as good. But to be fair, that grappling hook in Dying Light 1 was like broken.
Shit. This is fucking impossible. Maybe I can use the transmission lines from another tower to reach it.
Like right now, like if I had it, I would have been able to grapple hook over there. Yeah, just not gonna work. Not from this far either. Maybe I need to upgrade it one more time. Yeah, I think I need it upgraded one more time. So they're saying because these leaves are covering it, I can't climb up here? Bruh. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, that is true. Is it gonna let me climb up here though? To actually get to the tree? Thank you. Thanks for pointing out, Rage. That was close. So his plan is to use the transmission lines to reach the other thing. That's crazy. I'd say if I do have a nitpick, that's my main thing with this game is a lot of stuff looks climbable and seems climbable and it should be climbable, but a lot of it just isn't for no particular reason. But that's a lot of games that have this parkour mechanic in it, unfortunately. I almost wall ran off. Sure they need me to go. I have no idea how he got enough momentum to do that. I think he's like swung a belt over it, I thought, or something. If he didn't, I don't know.
Selby, second transmitter's in place.
It works, but we're still getting static. You need to install the last one. It's at the very top of the belfry tower. In town.
Jesus.
Okay, I'll let you know when it's in place.
It's all the way back there. A lot of safe houses around here. I'm probably gonna like start doing that off stream some more too. Going to different safe houses. Now I want to just jump and grab this, but the game has not been passed to me. Well, nice to me in the past for trying to do that. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. We'll try it. Nope. What is hitting me? I just want to hear a human voice. Just gonna have to swing from these things like I'm Spider-Man. Oh, a car, thank you. They're in the house. Oh my god. Could you imagine? Streaming thinking when the NPCs is talking is just somebody in your actual home. That's crazy. Let me stop being greedy. Let me put some more gas in here. Imagine asking a chat being like, I don't see the NPC, and then somebody is like, he's behind you. Right, the call's coming from inside the house. Hey, yo. Since we're by a military convoy, I might as well do this, right? That's fine. I guess him screaming attracts infected too. That means it's about to be nighttime. Oh lord. We gotta get to a safe house and fast. Well, we gotta finish getting everything in these convoys and then get to a safe house fast. How far are we from one? Oh, there's one right here. Gotta take what we can and go. It's nighttime in this game. It is scary. It's not like how it was in some of the older games where after you got to a certain part of the game, it just became easy. I say as I'm like looting all the bodies possible. Can I upgrade the grappling hook yet? Oh, I think it's fully upgraded. Never mind. Yeah, so that's the same problem I had, Rage, because when I first played it, the game for me personally, and not even just me, but quite a few other people actually, even the people I played with at first was really broken. A lot of stuff didn't work. We kept constantly getting crashes, couldn't get it to like go past certain menus at one point. And the game did get significantly better over time, but just like you, myself and a few other people I was playing with just did not go back. Let me wait until morning. Especially in like this day and age where so many games are coming out like every single day. Your first impression is almost everything. Like that's gonna heavily determine how good or how bad people look at your game. Oh, we have some actual human beings who pop up in safe houses and stuff too. Like Dying Light 2 had some cool ideas. I'm not gonna say it was all around just a complete trash game because it wasn't. But it definitely messed up a lot of the goodwill that people had after Dying Light 1. So much so that Dying Light the Beast is being called Dying Light 2. I recall having problems with his son like the 2. He's on console, so you like the first one more? Yeah. So I played on PC day one at launch. A few other friends of mine. We kept trying to run the game. And it barely functioned initially. But they added a lot of changes. They added a lot of improvements. And even like Dying Light the Beast was supposed to be DLC for Dying Light 2. But it ended up increasing so much more in scope that they actually turned it into its own little game. Like it runs off of Dying Light 2's engine. This whole game does. Which is why it has so many different similarities with 2 compared to 1. But this has like a lot of different features from 2 and 1. Gotcha. Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones. You know, you and another friend of mine, I think y'all get really lucky when it comes to not having PC issues, because a lot of the times when I have PC issues or other people do, yeah, y'all will be one of the rare few I hear that's like we're able to play the game with no issues, if any. But yeah, from what I'm hearing from a lot of people, if you like 2 or if you like 1, this seems to be that nice little middle ground between the 2. Oh geez, really? You missed all the issues with Cyberpunk? I gotta know your secret. Like that's crazy to think about, right? Like just in gaming or like on PCs as a whole, like you could not experience a single issue and half the other gaming sphere can. Just due to how different each build is and everybody's circumstances are. Like that's like truly wild to me. Because I even get some games rarely where I won't have crashes and other people will. Like Borderlands 2 was one of those games that worked perfectly fine for a friend of mine on PC and just will not run properly for me. Ooh. That wasn't very nice.
Selby,
why did I come here again?
That tower is the transmitter.
At the very, very top.
You know, that's quite a climb.
No.
It's quite a tower.
I need the loot. Give me the loot. Yep, I gotta treat it like it's Dead Space. Anytime I saw a necromorph laying on the ground, I started stomping on its neck. No, get back in there. Oh my God. I'm not going back outside anytime soon, I guess. Oh, can I not climb up with it? Oh, okay, it'll pull me a little bit. It'll pull me a little bit. Where can we go? What if I throw it up there? All right, so that's a giant ground pound attack, but can I not pull myself? You said Borderlands 4 people complain about performance. You were playing at 4K 165, didn't have issues? Oh man. No, for sure. Like there are definitely a lot of people like that. But what killed me was like we saw the benchmarks too with Borderlands 4 specifically. where somebody was literally running it on a 5090 and it was having issues and chugging along. Like when I see stuff like that for a game, I'm like, Jesus. But I do agree that a lot of people will try to run a system or a game above its settings a majority of the time. But when all that stuff about Randy Pitchford came out, and then like him constantly tweeting and then people showing him the receipts of his game not running well, that was crazy. Oh yeah, for sure. But like 4090s, 5090s, like any top of the line hardware, people were having issues. Is like mainly what I was trying to say there. Not just the 5090, but still people like yourself who also have 4090s and stuff like that were having issues. Like top of the line, Ryzen, Intel, Nvidia, like whatever brand you were using, people were having issues. Sheesh, I was playing on PS5. I had issues with the game running properly at first. Running into bugs and glitches. And that was after the day one patch. It ran worse before the day one patch. Oof. Oh, they tried to kill me. It's just kind of crazy to see that happened so often and so much with Unreal Engine. So much so the developers of like Epic had to come out and say it's not our engine, it's everybody else. They're not developing their games to be optimized enough to properly use it. Which I want to say is partially true and partially not. Like, it was so bad with Borderlands 4, people were calling it Stutterlands because they could not get the game to function properly without stuttering. Because every time you entered the world or like would go to a new area, the game would keep stuttering because it was loading in the shaders and textures. It was bad, man. It was bad. Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't die because I definitely could have. This grapple hook made this so much easier.
Better be worth it.
Which is why as soon as they gave it to me, I knew I had to upgrade it. I say it's definitely got to be an issue where some people have to be like not optimizing the engine properly, which is very common, and then of course like some issues with the engine itself. Right.
There. Selby, third transmitter's in place. Are we good?
Give me a second. Yes, it works. We're receiving complete transmissions. We nailed it. I mean, well, you know.
I know. And you're welcome. Make sure to keep me posted on what you hear.
Anything juicy? I promise that you'll be the first to...
Selby?
Hold on. Something's happening.
Baron's men must be coming.
Oh my god.
Selby, what's going on? Selby?
Carl, we just overheard something. Something terrible.
What is it, Sven?
They're planning to blow up something big. The town hall, right in the city center.
Knew that was gonna happen.
The Baron's men.
Shit. When?
Now. They're doing it now. Planting the charges as we speak.
Shit, I gotta warn Jacob. Tell him to evacuate. Sven, where are these explosives?
Somewhere under the main square. There's a huge subterranean complex under there.
Fuck. Okay, heading there now. Jacob, do you copy? Jacob? Jacob!
Hey, what is it?
You are all in danger. You need to get the fuck out of there.
Oh my god.
What?
The Baron's got bombs under the town hall. He's gonna blow up the whole block.
We gotta stop these guys.
Now, get the fuck out of there, you—
Oh, we're timed.
Raise the alarm. We need to evacuate. Everyone, out. Now. Right now. Move. Move.
Kyle, they're almost done. Hurry up.
Kyle, we can't get out. They barred the doors. We're trapped in here.
Son of a motherfucking bitch.
Oh, I didn't realize they were gonna have us go directly into these people. You're not dead? I'll have to loot another time. I'll have to loot another time. I don't think I have the time to do it.
Now.
Please. Oh, do I not have enough healing items? Rage, I gotta
Time's running out.
get diffusing.
Sven.
Oh, that was it?
Sven?
Kyle, what happened?
Well, I just about shit my pants, but it's done. It's over. Town hall is safe.
Oh, man. Oh, that was... It was...
Fucking close. I know.
Oh, good job, Kyle.
Thanks. But what the fuck made the Baron turn on him like that?
Who can say? Maybe he discovered your involvement with them. That said, would you do me a favor and not mention this to Lydia?
Why? Sven, we just saved a hell of a lot of lives.
I'd rather not incur her wrath again.
If you say so.
Thank you, again. Selby will let you know if we hear of anything else.
Olivia, do you copy?
I hear you.
We figured out a way to bug the Baron's radio transmissions.
What? How?
Someone at the new settlement I told you about had the technical know-how, and she's monitoring their comms now.
The Baron isn't stupid. If he suspects someone is monitoring his comms, then
He'll set a trap, I know. I'll be careful. Crane out.
Wait!
What's up?
I have some new information and found another chimera. Meet me by the obelisks in the national park. I'm waiting there for you now.
You're already there? Jesus, be careful. I'm on my way, but try to stay hidden.
It's been pretty fun so far. But yeah, all the technical stuff that came out of it was just wild with Borderlands. It was crazy to see. Like, constantly getting AAA releases, and I guess the only thing triple and AAA is the triple amount of bugs. Remember they had to rebuild Dying Light 2 after their first build release, caused it to be delayed really bad. They originally had more living world functions planned. Yeah. Though to be fair, I wonder how much they had to scale it back because how much it may have impacted performance or just didn't work properly as well. Because when I say that first wave of performance was awful and got so many people to swear off the game, like that game was a disappointment to a lot. That's one thing I will say. It wasn't awful, but it was a huge disappointment after following up like Dying Light 1. And not every game is going to be able to capture lightning in a bottle twice, but it was rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, myself included. But this one's fun. This one's fun. Having a good time, Nightmares. I just want to sit here and keep complaining about the game, but I've been having fun with Dying Like the Beast. You can tell this is a direct answer to the same way you can tell Borderlands 4 was a direct answer to how bad 3 was received. That's the same thing going on with Dying Like the Beast. Because I don't know if y'all remember too, but like for a hot minute, you just didn't have guns in Dying Light 2. Their claim was that everything was going back to the Dark Ages. And a bunch of other things with the game initially. Like you eventually did get some, but it wasn't until way later in the game. Depending on how fast you got through the main story, of course. I'd be surprised if they gave up Siege, but I wouldn't be surprised since they had to get bought out by Tencent. Or bailed out by Tencent, I should say. They were gonna have to give up something to make that worth it for Tencent. Oh my god. Ubisoft owns it, Advantage runs it. Gotcha. Curious about that. This is a really good weapon. I'm glad I built it. Jesus. Gore system almost makes me want to go back and play Killing Floor 2. Hey, see, why did that just work? I've been trying to do that this whole time since I got it. You have to hold R1, maybe? Nah. I didn't want to do that. I guess let me get to a safe house and then we'll probably just have to call the stream there for now. Just because it looks like I'm almost running out of time.
What's the word?
Oops, the bed and everything was down here. Okay. All right. Oops, forgot to end the ad. That's unfortunate. That is highly unfortunate. Completely forgot the ad was coming. But I do want to say thank you to everybody who showed up, hung out, spent this time here. Really, really appreciate that. Nightmares, Rage, Chris, Dre, Jay, and streaming on ad big, bad form. Right. Crazy, right? Ricky, Batosai, Boom, Tony, Nia. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Oh man, what do we call it? A misinput? That's what we're gonna call it. Ending the stream on a misinput. But I hope this is just a reminder to stay passionate about the things. What's the word for it? That we love and that we care about. crazy thing to say while ending on an ad break, I know, but just because as crazy as things are getting in the world currently, and as I guess cringe as it might be to kind of show passion and show the fact that you care and that you love things, I think it's important to realize that it's okay to just be passionate about something, to be enthusiastic about something, to show excitement, to show that you care, whether that's gaming, whether that's art, whether that's putting your all into whatever it is that you're putting your all into. I think it's important to remember that that's okay, because that's how you get surrounded by the people who are also just as passionate as you are about the things that you care about, or the people that you care about. They're like, Max saying exclusive to young people. Well, no, I mean, you know, everybody has their thing, right? I know plenty of people who are older than myself, you know, maybe by 20 or 30 years, who still care about like Warhammer minis, Dungeons and Dragons, Minecraft, Fortnite, who are still really into these things that, you know, are mainly appeal to younger people, for better and for worse. I'm trying to find a good way to say this. It's always hard throwing these things together live. Maybe I should start doing scripts for like moments like these. But no, I kind of like how authentic and how genuine it is, because most of the time I don't write scripts ahead of time. I try to like eyeball it, I guess. But no, a lot of people are afraid about how they're going to be looked about, how they're going to be looked at, or what other people might think about them if they show they're passionate about certain things, or they care about certain things. Video games being the prime example, right? A decade or two ago, not even, maybe like 5-6 years ago, people looked at video games as just another way to waste time, waste money. A lot of people didn't think there was money in video games to begin with until things like esports came around, till like streaming, sponsorships, stuff like that. I know there's still parents and people around today who don't think you could truly make a living playing video games, and I think that'd be disingenuous of me to say like, oh, anybody can all of a sudden become a millionaire overnight, or get a sponsorship, or become like a pro player. And it's not the case. Most people won't, myself included, more than likely. But I think it'd be also disingenuous to say that it's not possible at all, to say that there aren't people out there making it happen and pursuing this as a dream or as a full-time career, or at the very least doing it on the side, because there's nothing wrong with being a part-time content creator, part-time pro player, part-time streamer, anything of the sort, while still having a 9-to-5 job and stuff like that. Like, I think that's nailing a delicate balance most people themselves can't do. I wish I felt excitement about anything as much as I feel when I know I'm about to eat fried chicken. Hey, you know, hold on to that, man. Hold on to that. Some people feel that way about working out. Some people are surrounded by other people who do not feel as enthusiastic or as passionate about the things that they care about. And I think that's truly something that's sad. I think it's really dope that I've been fortunate enough to meet all of you and be surrounded by the people I'm surrounded by that constantly do care about games, that constantly do care about movies, anime, TV shows. Because not long ago, I know we have some revisionist history, but don't forget, there are people who made fun of you just for watching anime. And I'm not talking about the people who were just Naruto running down the hallways, people screaming at them at themselves, trying to turn Super Saiyan, holding their hands in the air for a spirit bomb. Like, no, if people heard you watch anime, the first thing that would come out of their mouths was like, ew. Same thing with video games. If people found out you play video games, they would call you a nerd, a geek. Like, not too long ago, people did not look fondly upon people who were considered nerds and geeks and stuff like that. Don't let these other people lie to you. The same people who are popular now, who are like trying to be like, oh yeah, you know, I loved anime all the time, or part of the same groups of people who would make fun of you for watching it because it wasn't considered cool back then. You're gonna see a happy fat man food dance in the kitchen. I toss the lid off that bucket. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. You know, if like I said, if not for sports and other stuff keeping me, I guess, in shape somewhat, I am the same way. I still like to be happy and eat food myself. Met many women that have plays video games is one of their red flags when looking for a partner. Yeah. Star Wars too. Like, yeah, people will find out if you liked a certain thing, they would either lose interest in you or immediately lump you with a bunch of bad stereotypes that they had in their head, or a bunch of bad preconceived notions. Because people thought if you play video games, you were unemployed, you didn't have money, you never took care of yourself, you were super out of shape, you had no social life. Just a bunch of different things. They threw any bad trait for any human being and just lumped them in with gaming. Take that, but for anime. Oh, all you like is 2D women. You only care about waifus. You smell bad. You have the same Hawaiian t-shirt with ketchup stains on it, and you like Dragon Ball. Like it was always something like that until they had one person who they looked up to or one person they liked who liked anime, who liked video games, who liked Star Wars, who liked all the nerdy stuff. D&D is another one of those things. Like COVID really blew up a lot of this. When people were in the house, had nothing to do, guess what? I could play a video game or two. Wait, who's winning that? Who's winning that D&D session over Zoom or over Discord or however you want to do it? All of a sudden, everybody started watching anime and TV shows. Like it really blew up and made a lot of this stuff mainstream. Granted, that's the trend and direction it was going beforehand, but COVID really fast forwarded a lot of this. But it also brought in a lot of people who really claim to love these things who don't because they got really popular. Girl was interested enough to pull past dude's attention. Yeah, literally. You never want to even be with a person like that because it just goes to show you more about their character than yours. Because what does it say about you if you find out your partner or someone you know is really enthusiastic about something, and instead of being happy for them, even if you can't fully understand the hobby, you immediately go to being like, oh, I can never date you. I can never be with you. COVID locking people inside exposed a lot of bad mental health and willingness to participate in entertainment avenues not previously explored. Yeah. Because a lot of people can't spend that time with themselves because a lot of people have forced them to look in the mirror and like realize that they may not be happy with who they are. And a lot of people, not everybody can deal with that. Not everyone's content with just being alone with themselves, being isolated. Not everybody can. And of course, like I've struggled with my mental health in the past and things of that nature. So I'm not knocking anybody who suffers from that. But if you're suffering from that and you make fun of others who go through the same thing that you do, or you're making excuses and not address it or not even try to improve it, that's when I'm like, yeah. So people talking mad about people playing video games that are one spending hours nightly watching reality TV. Yeah. Was it Jersey Shore, Love Island, Bad Girls Club, Jerry Springer? Like, what is it? What's another one? Maury, Dr. Phil when that was on. Like, just pretty much anything like that. Reality trash television. Scroll through their phone for like the next 5 or 6 hours. I mean, we could go on all day, right? But basically, I say all this to say, be passionate about the stuff that you care about unashamedly. Do not care about what other people think about your hobby and what you do unless you're actively hurting someone. Then I'm like, okay, it's time to take a step back. But if you're someone who just like is into video games, movies, TV shows, whatever your thing is, be passionate about that thing because that passion is what will attract people to you. Like-minded people to you, and a lot of people find that attractive in their partners, that you care about something. It's cool to care about something. It's cool to be excited about things. It's cool to, like, you know, look forward to something outside of just work and sleep and eating or really whatever it is that people claim that life is nowadays. Ex-wife like that one, wife swap, just kidding, man. But she saw it. Yeah, saw as me sitting next to her, we're spending time together. It was a hostage situation. Oh no, man. And yeah, I guess some people have that issue too, where they can't be with their partner while their partner's doing something and they're doing something. Because I know people nowadays are getting used to the idea where I'll play video games and my future wife, she'll be here scrolling through her phone, or sometimes she'll play stuff on the Switch, or we'll watch a show together. Sometimes she'll draw and I'll be reading. I think that's an important part of a relationship, and or just any friendship in general, that you have with another person, to be able to enjoy things while still spending time with each other, doing different things while spending time with the people you care about. Some people have given it a name, called it parallel play. I don't know. I just call it spending quality time with one another. For me, like, if I like you enough and we're just spending time in each other's presence, that's enough for me. We don't have to be directly interacting, especially since I'm more introverted. Like, I am someone whose social battery runs out, and I will let you know when my social battery runs out. That's what it sounds like, right, Rage? That's why I was like, But that's the name some people have given it. It wouldn't have been my first choice. Would not have been my first choice. But I'm yapping. Of course, everybody who knows me knows I'm a yapper. I wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving you guys high out to dry on the ad. Felt like that was kind of bad form, but I also got kind of invested in the conversation. This is passion. This is passion. But as passionate as you are, I want to make sure that people as well know passion is not an excuse for ignorance. And it's very, very, very important to be passionate as well as knowledgeable about the things you're passionate about. If you're going to be like talking to other people about it and things of that nature. Because there are some people who will take passion and who will run wild with it and will take it as an excuse to not be knowledgeable about the things that they are talking about. And some people, if you try to bring some knowledge to them about the things they're passionate about, but they're uninformed, they may take it a certain type of way and feel some type of way, and it completely shuts down what could have been a very constructive and insightful conversation and turns it into an argument or shouting match. I've seen that happen more often than not. Remember, passion is great, but it's not always the end all be all. Oof, I was looking for someone to raid, but unfortunately, I don't think there's anybody alive right now that I would care to. And by that, I mean there's no one really live. But yeah, just call it not being a needy ass and being okay with not hanging out with your partner all day, every day for happiness. Yeah, you know, one of those. But that all being said, appreciate you guys staying in here with me, spending this time with me. We'll be back Monday, more than likely, with another mental health discussion. Maybe I should have saved this for Monday, but you know, we deal with mental health every day. So some days you might hear me have a mental health segment or conversation just on other days besides Monday. Not limited Monday. Friend of a friend randomly asked quiz questions. Let me see your Star Wars, all those things, but not to the point of quizzing. His passion makes me yuck on his yum. Yeah. A lot of women in the field get that too. Whenever they say they like anime, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, which of these characters are Goku? And they'll show them a photo of like Goku, Bardock, Turles, Raditz, Xeno Goku, GT Goku, and I'm just like, come on now. Let's stop being corny. But it's important to be open and accepting into your space as well. Like, come on now. But yeah, let me get out of here. You guys, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure you check on your friends. Make sure your friends are checking out on you. If you're going through something, if you can, speak up about it. If you can't, maybe it's time to see a therapist. I'm not a professional, so take all these suggestions and words of advice with a grain of salt. But we're all adults. Take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you. And don't be a d***. I think that's not too hard to ask. But y'all take it easy. Y'all enjoy the rest of your days, man.
Uh-oh, Richard!
Right.
Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Let me get out of here.